already streaming.
Alrighty, let's start with Sword World 2.5 Session 5, everybody. Now, I'd like to thank everybody who decided to jump on the recording last week. 50 views in the span of one day. Granted, I don't think that number has changed much in that time frame, but still, thank you all. Last week, let me stop the standby music. Last week, you guys went on the hunt for a rabbit. It is tabbit season. Although you weren't trying to kill him, you were trying to save him. Poor old Luke has not been seen for quite some time, and his brother has decided to ask help from the Adventurers Guild. You, in your infinite wisdom, began in the Brambles, and have been accosted ever since. Since apparently that is the word for just being attacked at general, I'm going to keep using it as that. That way if...
that's the correct use of the word accosted.
That is the most correct usage.
No, don't.
Oh, the English
I feel like
lexicon
that's
is
a
bad.
debatable most correct usage, but sure.
Technically, the most correct usage would be violently accosted ever since we entered.
Yes.
Oh, for our situation, yes.
Also technically correct.
But you have been finding the tracks of tar, possibly from some sort of golem, ever since. So, you find yourselves in the Korokorokapora... That is a really hard word to say. Kororopoka Forest. On the outskirts of Eusiz and Granzale. Not sure. If you don't recall which direction I said the tracks were leading, this direction. This direction leads to Granzale. This direction will lead you to Eusiz. And of course, this direction will lead you back to Harvez. So you have two paths, other than the city paths. Or going back through the Brambles.
Let's keep following that path, yeah? It's,
No reason not to.
Yep. And each tile is a day, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Alright, gonna refill my mana.
And I am permanently down 3 mana, because every day I'm casting my,
Kip, go
barrier
ahead.
circle, that's what it's called.
Kip, go ahead and roll that tracking.
That's just scout observation, right?
Yep.
Nice.
What does this tile we've moved to say? That's what I thought it said.
Oh, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime tar.
Not exactly the reference I was going for, but I'll accept it.
We already made the joke last time with Jeremiah. May as well.
No. Delete you guys. So, the scene you come upon. In front of you, or as you continue following these tracks, you come across a large, grayish, black, goopy creature, standing 8 foot tall. He seems to be meandering slowly, but deliberately.
I don't trust him.
Attached to this sticky fella, you'll see several swinging vines thrashing about. But, more importantly, in his back, you'll notice 2 ears ahead, or 2 long ears ahead, and on his face there appears to be a brown patch over his eye.
Oh God, he's dead. He's in pieces.
Oh,
I think his head is just sticking out.
Yes, in the what seems to be proper places for his hands to be sticking out, you'll also see those. These hands seem marginally more scraped up, possibly from the dancing thorns thrashing about. And a little further down the back, you'll notice that his legs are popping out. He appears to be either unconscious or sleeping. But for whatever reason, he does not look good. But he doesn't look dead. It's hard to tell if he's breathing, given the rest of the body. But
If only we had a healer that we could figure out if he's alive or not.
I'm actually not very good at that.
he's good at the opposite of healing things.
Not good at that either.
No. You're good at
How's
taking
effective
damage.
first aid looking?
It's hard because it's like we're not up to him.
At this distance, he is...
We're doing a spot check.
Yeah, at this distance, you can kind of see his head moving as he breathes. His nostrils very, what's the word I'm looking for? Subtle?
Very flared.
Very subtle hints of flaring while he breathes.
How far are we from?
Oh God, he's dead.
Well, you don't see something like that every day.
Far enough not to be
You don't see
detected,
anything.
but close enough to see that he's breathing.
Yeah, that does really help.
So how do we get him out of that without killing him?
Well, first of all, is this a hostile creature? Does anyone know what the thing is? Does anyone know?
He made a black goo. I'll do a check. I'm smart.
People that know things about monsters.
Got 7.
That is not even enough to know what it is.
I told you, he's made a black goo.
Bruno.
I don't have monster knowledge.
Believe
I do,
one
but
of our
I know.
monster okay.
Guys, come on. Pick it up.
Says the guy who rolled a 7.
Great rolls.
This ain't my job.
Hey, he rolled a 7 with a +0. That's better than what I rolled.
Damn. It is a monster of tar and goo. That's what we know.
Guys,
All right. If we don't
You've
know
never
what it is.
encountered this before.
fair enough.
Strange
Fair enough.
creature.
Wait. Is this monster related to Magitech?
No.
Never mind. I guess we should just attack it since it probably is holding him captive.
Well, why don't you see how close you can get? Because if he attacks you, generally you kind of just shrug blows. Plus, you're the one that could get closer to heal him.
On a good note, I'd like to point out you already have the weak point knowledge for the dancing thorns on his shoulders. On another note, I did not mean for this to seem like a creature completely out of Resident Evil.
It is. I don't see any boulders to punch.
Yeah.
All right. Again,
I assume it's gonna be hostile because of the dancing thorns.
Well, they might be hostile, but he might not be. He just kind of looks like he's just walking around. Maybe if we get the thorns out of him, maybe he'll be happier. Well,
I'm not against approaching ahead and seeing if it attacks or not. We can do that.
Should we try to call out to him in some sort of language? I'll just roll through all my languages to see if this thing can hear me.
We do that too.
Ignore that roll. I was just testing something to make sure it worked.
Yeah. Shinju is up for either walking ahead of the pack to see if it attacks or not, or shouting at it from over here and seeing if it attacks or not.
All right, it has a move of 8. It should be relatively easy to get in front of it. Unless you're Kip.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's your movement speed, Kip?
Like normal speed is 20.
No,
I'm not slow.
just short.
Yeah, I move very fast. I scamper quickly.
Now I just regret not making my Nibbler a kobold instead of what I actually made him.
All right.
All right.
So which plan are we going with? The slowly approaching or the yelling names?
Kip, what languages dost thou speak?
Everyone or just Kip?
Well, I thought Kip was the only one yelling at it in various languages.
That's why I was asking.
I speak Trade Common, Barbaric, and Yoma, and Magitech.
All right, the plants won't respond to any of those languages, and the golem won't respond to any of those languages.
Does that include? Does not responding include?
Aren't
responding
golems
hostile?
typically Magitech?
Nope. Magitech are typically Magitech.
I mean, Golem, Robot Golem, both got Golem in the name.
Golems are constructs, sir.
What's he? Oh, we don't know.
Oh, yeah, so it makes sense for you to yell at a Magitech if you don't know what it is.
I mean, as I said, I'm going through the Rolodex of all my languages.
He does
Which
not...
is- Which is Common, Monster Race, Robot Race.
Well, superior robot race, but yes.
Oh, okay.
So, Prenny's question was, by not responding, do you also mean not responding in a hostile manner?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just
Yes, completely.
going about town.
Next
Uh,
question. Did you try Arcane?
I don't have Arcane.
I'll give Arcana a shot.
I'm not a wizard.
All right, Mr. I'm going to speak in Arcana. What do you say?
Since he asked what you're going to say.
Hello there. You seem to have something we're looking for.
He will acknowledge you by taking a look behind him, but continues trudging forth.
Do like commands. Like tell him halt. Put rabbit down. Put tabbit down. Put other things down.
Sure, why not? Hey, can you stop a minute?
No, more commanding. More commanding.
He
Simple words.
stops.
Well, it
One.
seems to be intelligent, guys. What do we want to do?
We're here for the
I
tabbit.
can go collect the tabbit if you tell it to not attack me. That'd be great.
Well,
And then
I-
if it does attack, I can probably take a couple hits while you guys catch up.
well, it's the thorns. The thorns are probably not him. They're probably going to swing you when you get close.
I mean, as
I
long
don't know
as-
if we should try to risk fighting the thorns because it might make him mad.
As long
What's the
as it-
chances you could just walk up, brute force rip the tabbit out, take some swings from the thorns, and run away?
Are the,
That's what
are the
I'm thinking.
plants a separate entity here? Do you?
Yes,
We don't know.
they appear as stuck as the tabbit.
I assume they were stuck too. We don't want that. We
I
can
would like
keep
to roll
those.
my herbologist monster knowledge check for plant creatures specifically. Because
Okay.
I got bonus.
Go for it.
I mean, it's a 10, so it'll tell me what it is, but not much more.
They're dancing thorns.
Oh, it's these folks. Okay, well,
Yeah, they're stuck.
Yeah.
no mercy.
I'll only holding my shield. I'll telling the party this. Only holding my shield. I'll go up. I'll just try to grab the tabbit and pull it out while blocking whatever I can from the thorns, and maybe the tar monster won't attack us. And I think that's the easiest way to do this, right?
Probably.
If it does attack us, then
You're already there.
yeah, I'm already there. Just come join the fun.
The tar baby begins to walk forward again.
Tell it that we're doing maintenance or something when I approach too, like, or to let me take the rabbit. I don't know.
He
Should
is
just walk towards it.
again, he started moving forward. The minute was up.
Yeah. Well, we can keep pace. He's not like
Yeah.
blistering fast though. Or anything.
That was Ginger requesting extra commands from Kimyosa. Since he can apparently command this thing.
He's not about it.
Bad.
I mean, I can speak Arcana too.
Oh. She doesn't know what you're speaking. She just knows that Kimyosa said things and the thing listened.
Oh, I was talking out of character.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Your commands work too.
Well,
Should
maybe.
you just ask for more commands? Oh, that's a good point. Maybe they only listen to. Maybe they listen to Barbarous, or maybe they only listen to Arcana, or maybe they listen specifically to Medusa. Who knows? In any case.
well, I hope it's not the last one, because Veb is not playing a Medusa.
Or, whatever his race is.
You guys don't even know he's a Medusa. You guys assumed he was another Baba Yaga.
I mean, I knew what he was. I made the check. I'm just not going to
Shinju
press.
has no idea.
Yeah,
Look,
Anna's not going to ask or bring it up.
Shinju and I both know there's two Baba Yagas here. One of them is not me, and one of them's not Shinju.
Oh, yeah,
Cross
that's right, 'cause
elimination.
Kip did tell her.
I mean, Hannah will call out an arcane. Halt, please.
He'll stop again.
All right.
Can you remove the plants from your body?
He does not respond to that query.
See if he'll stand on one leg.
I'm not butchering him.
No, I just want to see if you did it.
Could you not attack us? We wish to approach.
He does not respond, but he does not move.
I'm waiting for him to shoot a cannon at
Yeah.
Shinju.
I don't know if you guys want to stay somewhat close-ish, so we don't have multiple rounds.
I'm good
Of
for where I'm
her
at.
Yeah,
I
you-
got
you
30-foot range.
More
Alright.
like Kimyosa's way back.
He's hanging out with
Let's
a frog.
go ahead and roll initiative, and you guys will roll initiative against the plants. Kip,
Initiative 15.
15?
15.
Awesome, you guys beat the plants.
I ruined those plants.
I don't think a green card shouldn't look aggro, right? Well, no. Let's not.
Well, I
risk it.
mean, those thorns are definitely going to attack at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
They-
yeah, no, Hannah will say, those are more dancing vines. They'll attack anything with blood they think they can eat. No sense trying to talk to them. Be
They only attack
careful.
things with blood?
Ooh, that's
Could you
true.
double check that information, Dia, and let me know if they actually only attack things with blood?
I looked at him, man, I'm mostly blood.
Hold on.
You're about to steal their food from
Oh my god. Okay,
Are
these
they that smart?
these thorns are as tall as a humanoid. They are characterized by constant rustling and shaking. Even when there is no wind, when an animal approaches, the thorns
Animal?
detach their roots, curl up and spin around and strike the animal, attempting to tear it apart with the numerous thorns on their stems. If the thorns are defeated or driven away, they may reestablish their roots and grow again with a renewed vigor. So it is hard to get rid of this weed.
Oh, we should probably burn these as we kill them then. Okay.
Wait.
No blood.
If I put bark metal on you, you're covered in tree bark like mana. You could be like incognito.
You're still stealing their food.
And moving.
Oh, they're smart enough to know that it's food. That's the problem.
They
probably,
move.
is they're probably motion-based attackers because the tabbit's not moving currently. But, yeah, you know what? I think these things hit hard enough, if I remember correctly, that I think it's worth risking. Can you throw a green card at me?
Sure.
Gotta get
Once I
something
find
to
it.
drink. My throat's fucked up.
I feel that. All right, we'll go with this. Kip, it is the start of y'all's round. Y'all may.
We have rank A green cards, right?
Which rank did you throw at him?
Was the Crimson Petals rank A cards?
I
I think they were.
think they were. It's a lot of scrolling.
Are you talking about from the plants, the crimson petals? Yes, they're
Yes.
rank A.
Yeah.
I'll throw you rank A.
I love how you made a petal into a card. I wonder if I can find some flower playing cards.
Alright, so we'll take that rank A, and Shinju will not cast anything. She just has her shield in hand. Her mace is hanging from its strap.
All right, Shinju, make your move.
She's gonna move all the way up and try it. What the fuck did you do?
Bye.
She's gonna move all the way up. She just
You
she reveals
occupy
that
the
she's been wearing
same area there,
these
Brenny.
this whole time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she moves up and she's just trying to grab the tabbit. And she's gonna wanna just pull the tabbit out.
Okay, I actually have rules for this.
Do a
Okay,
strength check.
you said that.
I really hope it's a strength check. Wait, what else would it be?
Target hit by a slam has accuracy reduced. Oh no, never mind. That's just for the accuracy. Bugger. We
The
will.
monster's not moving, right?
The monster is not
Okay.
moving. Let's go ahead and just make this a check based off of the Sticky Tar's TN. DC 11 for the strength check.
Do it. You're strong.
All right. It's gonna be rough.
No, you're fine.
Oof.
You have a
Oh,
plus
man.
8.
Shinju doesn't just roll strength. She has the skill strength check.
Oh yeah, because you're a teamster or
Yeah, I'm a
whatever.
level 5 Teamster, so I have like massive strength bonuses from that
She's
too.
she's rolled up to the boss who's giving her union troubles and thrown him out the fucking window.
So
Okay.
you rip this rabbit or tabbit out of the body of this tar baby.
Oh god, don't rip his head off.
He's fine.
And he lets out a loud gasp of as if something miraculous has happened.
Yeah,
Uh,
Shinju is a cleric.
Shinju shushes him violently. Just shh. Stay playing dead. Don't move.
Shh, you'll be okay. Shh.
Okay, there's an issue downstairs, guys. Give me 1 sec. I need to go check and see what's going on.
No.
Well, fine. I'll be right back too. I'm gonna get a drink. Everyone's gone.
That baby's done this.
The I can't believe that these human larvae are causing such trouble.
Shame.
I bet they haven't even reached the pupal stage yet.
Man. I. Oh yeah, well, does Hannah make accessories as well? Like masks specifically?
She can.
Awesome. There's a mask I want. It's the irritating mask, which is defense +1, and attacks into a skirmish I'm in have a chance of hitting me instead of whoever they're actually aiming at. Assuming of my allies. If they're aiming at my allies. Just a nice little 2000 gal tank item.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
No one else is back.
Yeah. When do we hit dagger rank?
I don't remember.
Never.
No.
You don't, Kip.
Poor kid. Dagger.
As long as I can spend my rep on other things, I don't care.
That's pretty fair. Oh, they're in core book 2. Okay.
All right, sorry about that. My daughter has learned the joys of sparklers and the horror of not being able to do more than one thing at a night.
Like the fireworks sparklers?
Yeah. She got a box of sparklers and was my wife let her play with one. And then she was like, "Okay, that only one tonight, and then we'll do another one tomorrow night." And that apparently set her off.
Fun.
Alrighty. So you rip the guy out, he gasps, looks
I shut
extremely
him.
frightened.
I'll play dead.
Roll me a... I don't know what to roll here. Roll a... Spirit?
Okay.
Or some sort of soothing...
Spirit? Sure. Adventure level spirit?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Priest spirit? Yeah. I mean, that's my other good stats.
All right, yeah. He nods his head almost rapidly, and that'll be your turn there, Shinju. Righty. I believe Kimyosa and Hannah, you still have a chance to move here before the turn rolls to the enemy.
That is still not bad.
Then we will go with Hannah, unless you have nothing you want to do.
I have something I can do, but I am just gonna move closer. Just kind of sweetly talking to the golem, like, "Thank you so much for helping us. We appreciate it. We're almost done with you here. If you could just wait for another few minutes, and then you can be on your way."
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Hear you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So any responses to Hannah, or?
No responses to Hannah. He stays still.
Cool.
Kimyosa, would you like to do anything this round? And yes, you will recall that the plants are weak to fire.
Oh, tell him to keep moving and get him away from Shinju.
Wait, why do we want him to keep moving?
Because Shinju has the tabbit, and he has the dancing thorns on him. He would move out of melee.
But he's helped us. I want to rid him of these plants.
We could do that after the tabbit is out of danger, because I'm currently carrying it in the skirmish.
Yes.
Do we know the plants are hurting him? He might like them.
I mean, wouldn't be the first time a weird symbiotic relationship like that happened.
Yeah. Honestly, Shinju thinks we should probably just go ahead and destroy this thing completely, because it's clearly a danger having kidnapped this poor tabbit.
I'm fine with that as long as the tabbit is not near you in the melee.
Yeah, exactly. But first thing, get the tabbit out.
I say I don't think we need to hurt it.
Save the tabbit, save the world. Everyone's heard that before.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's a rogue sludge golem capturing tabbits. I think it needs to be.
I don't think it's the one that captured the tabbit.
I agree. I suspect the plants were probably to blame for that.
Which is why we rid the plant, and we let him go on his way.
To be fair, I think probably doesn't really do anything on purpose.
You know, we have a tabbit that could tell us how this happened.
True. Anyway, so this is a long conversation for a round.
Yeah, Kim Yosa, are you doing anything?
It doesn't seem like I need to do anything right at the moment, so I'm gonna hold for the time
Alrighty.
being.
That will make it the Dancing Thorns' turn. They are going to attack you, Shinju.
What? No way. I can't believe this is happening.
Believe it.
He just said he refused.
No. Oh no. I can't believe this is happening to me.
When did your damage reduction go up another point?
With the card.
Oh, right. I forgot about the card.
Nope.
Alrighty. The golem will not attack this turn. Pedantic party.
Should you prepare to retreat?
Okay. Other three? Kip, I know you want to
Step
shoot.
forward. I mean, I do, but stick to the plan, Chief.
I'm going to attempt to get the plant's attention. I say that? Maybe not yet.
Yeah, maybe. We're fine. Everything's good.
However, if you are able to get two more people there, by
She's already-
some strange definition,
She's already taken the prepare to leave action.
Yeah.
So I'll just limited move on, and that'll be my thing.
okay. Kim Yosa.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep holding until our squishy rabbit friend is clear.
Okay. Unfortunately, there are no other targets for the Dancing Thorns, so Shinju, you're the target.
Oh no.
Now you're making -4 evasion rolls.
Yes.
Gingy's our paladin. She's
Oh no!
fine getting hit.
Oof.
Oh, oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, this is so bad.
You know, you still lose your ability to move next turn, right?
What?
No.
Yeah. If you get attacked while you're preparing to leave,
No.
if you get attacked and hit during your prepare to leave, you can get.
That's
Is
the
that really
whole
what it
reason
is?
you have to spend an action and take the -4 to evasion, because you're willing to take the hits to leave. You don't just waste your action.
Hold on a
Oh
second.
no.
Uh,
Donde the fuck is the prepare to leave action?
Page 57. Generally, a character engaged in melee cannot move. However, a character that is declared preparing to leave melee on their previous turn may move in any way they wish. And then there's the if you have 2 rule.
Yeah, but I thought you could block somebody trying to move.
I mean, you can if they... For example, if Shinji wasn't in the skirmish, or there was another skirmish, and someone wanted to block her movement like that, they could.
Yeah.
But the skirmish itself can't block someone from leaving the skirmish.
Plus, when she leaves, the skirmish will be over because she's the only one in the skirmish.
Yeah, the may move in any way they want overrides the general rules of the skirmish, which the general rules of the skirmish would block me. But, yeah, no. It's... The prepare to leave action trumps the skirmish block.
Yeah, and there's nothing else that really can stop you from moving at the moment. All right, never mind then. 14 on the second attack.
Take that! A 5! Oh no!
I don't even know why I'm pressing the block button or the damage button.
Because it makes the players happy to see a big red 0. That's part of the fun. Your build working is part of the fun.
I don't have a build. My build
Just
survived.
remember, this is going to become a lot less fun for you when we fight literally anything with magic.
All right. Well, that's all they can do, and they haven't attacked the golem to make it attack yet. So,
For example,
top of the round.
I think Jeremiah is a pretty hard counter to your build, Shinju, because every time he makes an attack on you or you make an attack on him, he gets to deal curse damage.
Yay, curse damage.
Alright. Question about movements and minor actions. After making a movement and then a minor action, can I immediately move the rest of my movement speed?
No,
Yeah, I don't think it works like 5e.
unfortunately not.
I think you move as much as you want and then do your action, or do your action and then move.
Okay. Moving. Yep. Alright, yeah. So Shinju can back out. Full distance. Actually, she doesn't want to go that far. Does she want to go that far? No, here's good. She backs up to about where Hannah is, and then drops the rabbit. Minor action, drop rabbit. Minor action, pull out mace. And then,
Major action, wait.
over there. Since I can't go back in anyway, I'll cast.
Remember, if you cast a spell that's not a minor action, you can only use your limited movement.
That's right. And I believe... Yeah.
Have you thought about maybe casting magic to heal yourself for all that damage you took?
That's a good point. I should have done that. Should take that into account. How could I not?
Just put a
I'm
band-aid
gonna
on
do
it, it'll be
something.
fine.
Well, realistically,
I-
heal the tabbit, not you.
Going to flowing fortunes. So
Not the flowing fortunes.
No.
everyone else gets +1 evasion, assuming you don't already have it on. Yeah. And then Shinju will say, "So we're gonna destroy all of this, right? So that it doesn't catch any more tabbits."
No, we're going to rid it of the plants.
Hannah, your turn. Since you spoke up first.
Hannah's looking at Shinju. What indication do you have that this golem's creator is missing? I do not wish to anger a wizard capable of manufacturing elemental golems.
It's just wandering in the woods with thorn
It's not
creatures
wandering
attached.
in the woods, it's going in a direction. It is not aimlessly walking about.
I'd like to point out that
Should we
certain
follow it?
conjurers can conjure golems. And not at very high levels either.
We have no indication that this golem is doing anything wrong. It is the plants that have decided to parasitize themselves with its body.
Got
Not
it.
wrong, and good use of parasitize.
Look, Hannah's got to put her intelligence spell to use, okay?
Yeah, I don't trust. Actually, she's just gonna speak up. What's his name? Luke.
Water!
I got nothing. Like root or something.
It's Luke.
Luke.
Luke's his
Did I
name.
say Luke?
Yeah, he said Luke, and Luke responded with asking for water.
Oh, you didn't come through.
Oh, sorry. He gasps for air and yells, Water!
Hannah will immediately pull out her water skin and for her action administer water to Luke.
Wait, we gasping for air or we gasping for water? Which one is it?
You don't ask for air.
I think people do though. I mean, but he's fine. We pulled him out. He's breathing.
He is
Ferris
going
probably be gone long ago.
he is going to down as much of the water within a turn that he can.
I mean, Hannah did ask the golem to wait for just a few more minutes, so we have
Yeah.
time.
Does Shinja even have water?
No.
Hannah does.
Yeah. That's
I'm
why
gonna say
Hannah's
everybody
supposed
else
to
does.
be the one. Yeah. Shinju probably should carry some supplies, since just because she can. But anyway. Yeah, I think this is based. We have a few free rounds before we actually need to engage. I don't know what y'all want to do.
Okay, yeah, no, that's Hannah's turn. She's administering the water.
Alright, Kip, Kimyosa.
I don't know what to do anymore, so I'll just. I'll move closer.
We're gonna shoot something eventually. We just don't know what yet.
Just shoot now.
No.
Yeah, nothing's stopping you from picking at the vines.
Uh,
You have targeting, so you're not going to accidentally hit the golem.
You should
I-
light it on fire. The vines are weak to fire. Totally
I
not the
have-
golem.
No fire.
You fire a bow.
No, it's crossbow.
Close enough.
Well, he has fire bolts.
For shame, sir.
I have a Kobold Adventurer set. I can start a campfire.
If you want to spend 10 minutes trying to light these plants on fire, go right ahead. The golem will just leave before you get it done.
It probably will. But you could fire a bolt off of your bolt action crossbow.
Bolt action crossbow.
Well, the action is a bolt flying out of the
Okay.
crossbow.
I'm chilling.
Bolt action crossbow. Okay.
Alright, it's big chillin'.
Kimyosa?
Are you big chillin', or are you gonna magically nuke the plants for all of their health?
Our squishy guys are free. I might as well. There's what, 2 plants?
Yep.
I might as well try and make our 2 plant friends disappear.
And I thought I was the magician.
They need to beat a 12 or take they need to beat a 12 to take half damage. And of course they do.
Well, the other one still has to roll. Alright, well, never mind. I tried.
Alright, let's half that.
I did, in fact, try.
On the bright side, at least it's magic damage. There you go.
Well, I at least hurt both of them.
They are going to flail around viciously. But the only thing they can attack is the golem.
Will they do that?
Yes. Because they were just attacked. Again, they are not a part of the golem's core.
That checks.
Oop, wrong one. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh no, wait, that was the right one. Okay. Alrighty. The golem is not happy. But given he's technically in a skirmish, he'll attack the first thing he can attack. Which will be the thing on its shoulder. Oops. How do I undo that? Cannot. Okay. Accuracy. This poor dancing thorn.
Oh man, that's some damage.
And it has another ability.
Do taxes?
No, it just reduced the thorn's accuracy by 1. Alright, your team's turn.
Okay.
Perhaps it's best if we just keep blasting thorns at range.
Yeah. I mean, in that case, I can do it. Probably the first time you've ever seen Hannah cast actual magic in combat.
It will be.
As She flips her hammer to the more magical side instead of the side with the giant spike.
You mean the side with the bloody hammer on it?
No, because her hammer has one side that's hammered with a giant spike in the middle, and the other side, which is a stylized, like, magic rod.
Fair enough.
It's in her art.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, she flips it around, holding the massive thing in one hand fairly easily. And she will mark both of the plants.
For death.
Throw your hammer like a boomerang.
What is this, an anime?
Yeah.
No.
Well, both of you are wrong.
Wait, you're saying it's not an anime?
I'm not saying it's not an anime. Anywho.
Yes. She will, with her free hand, sort of tip the brim of her hat down. And with a gesture of her wand, let me make sure I'm targeting correctly. Shiogen, Siokdu. As a mix of starry purple and black magic flow out from the end of her hammer, igniting in a sort of ethereal fire that is itself the source of the purple light. And I am casting Avenger. 17. They need to roll a willpower 17 or higher to take half damage.
They do not.
And oh, hold on, let me. There we go. So MP, meta for targeting.
Oh, don't forget the 5 points you took for casting it.
What?
The caster takes 5 points of fixed damage.
Oh, yeah, no, HP, sorry. I thought you were talking about MP.
No.
Yeah. I just haven't done that step yet. Okay, so they both fail, which means they're going to take this damage. Ooh. And it's 3 higher for both of them for curse damage, because I witch-fired it. I just dealt 34 damage.
And you got the
Witch fire is not real fire, by the way. It does not do fire damage.
What?
It's raw magic.
Why are you so worried about fire damage?
Because I don't want to hurt the golem.
How do you know the golem's allergic to fire damage?
It's made of tar.
Well, I need you to stop being intelligent with how things in the real world work. Because, dang
I
it.
need you to stop understanding basic chemistry playing a character that has a chemistry skill.
Shush. No. But yes, extremely flammable.
Alright, so I'm assuming the one that took... Yeah, I was about to say, assuming that one's dead.
They both. Was that the multi-target meta magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you only roll damage for that once and it applies to all targets. They both take 34.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It can be great, but it can also be terrible.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and drop that on there.
So they are both incinerated down to the roots as black cursed energy ignited with starry witch flame turns them into nothing more than ash.
Since those two are dead, And Shinju doesn't know what the Tar Baby's gonna do yet. She's gonna cast a multi-targeted heal. And actually, does HP recovery work on your curse damage? The direct damage?
Oh yeah, it's just fixed damage. It's not permanent.
Okay. Yep.
It just means it can't be reduced by any means.
So Hannah and Luke regain 9 HP. I don't know if Luke's even hurt, but
I also
His cheeks look a lot fuller than they did a second ago.
and then Shinju will take 1 step forward.
All right. Anybody else on this round need to go? Kimyosa, Kip.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the end of combat, no?
One would hope.
Good.
I don't think so.
Since Hannah didn't get a chance to, Kimyosa, you can go ahead and tell it that it's okay. It can leave now.
Sure, might as well. Go ahead and tell the golem it can continue on its way.
Okay. Kip, are you doing
Thank you
anything?
very much.
I'll walk up and give a ration to the tabbit. That's usually my MO. Give people rations.
Yeah, Hannah doesn't actually carry food. She only has the canteen.
The tabbit will eat it. So Mr. Tarbaby is going to turn around. A very angered expression, as far as you can tell, in a creature's face without a face. And it charges forward.
I block it
Where do you block it?
at 3.
Just so everybody's aware, that did not post anything I was hoping it would.
Soft body.
Blunt weapons treat the defense of the culvert as 5 hot points higher.
Yes, for having both bludgeoning and piercing weapon.
Yes.
Big spike. A shell cracker.
And of course, the sticky tar, if you get hit by this thing,
You get sticky.
you could get sticky.
Oh no!
No.
Go! Hit the button. What is the sticky check against?
Presumably
check.
fortitude?
Strength check.
Might also be strength, yeah, but I would assume fortitude.
Yes, fortitude.
No.
Hold on.
You're supposed to be good at that.
I am not.
All right, you take a -2 penalty to your dexterity and agility.
Oh God, you can't move.
Oh no!
You've become a rock.
Shinju is even checks notes easier to hit?
Actually, I'm at a point where that doesn't affect my stats.
Oh, it's...
I went from an 11 to a 9, so I still only have a +1.
That targeted the wrong thing. I apologize.
Thorn.
No!
He's so mad. He just...
By 0.
Hold on. He got so mad he runs back over, smacks a thorn, and comes back.
Well, he
And
wouldn't have
then
to run over there.
smacks
So they're dead in his.
And then smack
shoulders.
Shinju for 0 damage.
Yeah. It's fine, because it's targeting the wrong thing, it'll be a hassle. But anyway. Alright,
Top of the round.
cool.
I'd like to think that one of the thorns that smacked him just smacked a kind of an angry eyebrow on the top of his head. Just a V shape on his head from the thorn hitting him.
Shinju is happy to go first if no one else wants to.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Oh,
Just your-
wait. Let me go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Is it hammer time?
It is not hammer time, but
No.
Oh wait, never mind. Never mind.
So it is hammer time.
No, it's Shinju's gonna go first. I was like, I could use Damon's arm to give a fire crossbow to Kip, and then it's like, well,
You don't
she
know the.
wasted 5 mana.
You also don't know the weak point on the creature.
It's made of tar.
We still don't get the bonus.
You don't
damage
get the
without knowing
bonus
it.
damage,
No, of
unfortunately.
course not. But like flavor-wise, setting it on fire.
Fair
is
enough.
cool.
Fair enough.
Actually, I would like to not set it on fire because I feel like that just turns it into a flaming golem instead of a tar golem. You know what I mean?
Oh, don't
I'm
give me
not doing
ideas.
it anyway, so.
I've had it happen to me
Yeah.
before in campaigns.
That was the rat.
Okay.
Y'all willed the giant fire rat into existence.
Did we?
Yeah,
Resist
that was in the 1920s campaign.
versus my. Oh yeah, that happened in that campaign too. I was thinking about a freaking GURPS campaign. I forgot about the 1920s one. Oh my god.
I feel like
Anyway,
I feel like
resist.
flame rat.
Yeah,
I think
resist.
it was my
Okay.
fault because I mostly threw
You
fire
take
in
half.
that campaign.
Half magic. There you go.
Alright, now it's bonk time.
Did I hit the?
And by bonk, I mean piercing time. As she flips the hammer to its other end, grabs it with both her hands, and goes to drive the spike into this tar golem. If you had been peaceful, well, at least I will grant you a peaceful death.
And
Child of Mana.
I preferred the visions of mana. Sorry. Go ahead.
I haven't actually played Visions of Mana. Is it good?
It looks good. I want it.
I mean, any spiritual sequel to Secrets of Mana, that's
Oh,
not
even better, it's not a
sequel to Secrets of Mana.
spiritual secret or spiritual sequel.
it's a prequel.
We can look this up after the fight.
Well, not great, but you know.
Hey, certainly hit. That hit a lot.
He's fine.
He is fine. For the time being.
That's all I
Uh,
got.
I'm gonna escort the tabbit away.
You know?
Good plan.
Yeah.
Of course, the escort kobold would be escorting the tabbit. Wait, did you take the escort field?
What? No. What do you take me for?
Somebody with way too many work skills for me to remember which ones you actually have. Alright, we'll make that your major action. Kim Yosa, I believe you're the last one up.
Well, I guess I don't have much of a choice. I can't really get into combat with this thing and do anything effective, so...
Energy bolt.
Magic Bolt.
Mr. Ch-
Power to resist, DM.
I refuse because he didn't actually speak the incantations.
That's true.
Listen, are you...
Oh my
Stop
god.
it! Let me also do one thing!
he
Yeah,
still
he does
hit.
one thing. He hits for half damage. That's what he does.
Okay, that's at least a good one.
He got that critically halved.
Just so everybody's aware, for the true speech magic.
Oh, I had the wrong token targeted when I hit that. Do you mind applying the damage there, GM?
Making me do work?
Yes.
You act like I'm some sort of master of this game.
Are you not?
A little generous, but something.
God damn it. Thanks, pretty. Thanks.
Listen, I'm happy to roleplay my incantations when I cast spells.
Alright,
Maybe that's why you keep getting yours resisted, because you keep quick casting them.
actually, Kimyosa is a kind of a conduit for his own magic, so I don't know if he needs to or not.
Apparently he needs to. He keeps getting resisted.
That's not his fault.
It's all about the flair for the dramatic, Kunyosa. If you don't lean into it...
Alrighty, Hannah, you are being targeted.
That's
No.
As this rampaging golem fumbles his roll. What?
It's a numbers game, so I still technically succeed, but that's really
Yeah.
funny.
That's
That's really funny.
I mean, it still failed the hit on both regards.
That's really good. I've been waiting for that to happen. That's such a
Hey.
fun rule. Which one of you failed is worse?
Your turn.
You don't get hit and you get free experience. That's nice.
I got experience too.
Yeah, that's true. The GM experience part.
He spends his on sword shards.
I'm gonna hit
What happens when the GM levels up?
The game gets more difficult. I start adding an extra point to the.
Yeah, he can put sword shards in any of these enemies at any point.
Oh, speaking of.
This thing has 6 sword shards in it.
Oh, I
I
forgot
mean,
to.
it's made of tar. It's probably stuck full of them.
Just walking around grabbing.
Surely he
picking them
didn't
up.
forget to add some in.
No. I definitely added some in. I just forgot to adjust the willpower and fortitude. Not that it would affect anything. I think I would have had to.
Getting all the way to the left and just seeing Jeremiah chilling.
Oh,
Hashtag
willpower?
just chilling.
He's just there.
That's not willpower.
That's an evasion check.
That's
Still
still
not
not
Still an
willpower.
willpower.
evasion check. Still.
Still no willpower. There we go. It only took 4 rolls.
Someone's dying.
Power half
Oh my
magic.
God.
Boom.
That was just enough to kill the dark golem. All right.
Got him.
Oh, this is
The creature shudders violently and then slowly melts, smearing across the ground. From his corpse, you see 4 sword shards.
I really hope that whoever made this golem is not going to want it back. We're definitely going to have to report this to the Adventurers Guild just to be safe.
I suppose that's the wisest decision, now, isn't it?
I mean, it's not our fault the golem was the one who inadvertently captured our quarry and
We don't know that yet.
fought
Um,
back, so the sword shards are still rightfully ours. I just don't wish to receive the ire of a sorcerer.
Luke looks at you and says, "To be honest, I may or may not have touched him first.
Why?
He wasn't reacting to me. He didn't answer none of my questions."
Do you commonly expect golems to respond to your queries?
I didn't know he was a golem.
He's sticky.
Well, I found that out after I touched him.
Okay, secondary question. Do you usually talk with elementals?
I don't think he knows.
Exactly. What did you think he was?
I don't know. He was vaguely human-shaped.
Nope, most.
And when I
likely
first
he-
encountered him, he had a white lab coat on. Sort of.
Now,
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a kind of a white lab coat draped across him and a straw hat.
was he wearing it, or was it just on him?
Well, now
Wearing is?
now that I'm remembering everything, it looked more like it was just attached to him. But from the direction I came from and the back of him, it kind of looked like he was wearing it. When he wouldn't answer me, I kind of like nudged him on his shoulder, and that's when I got stuck.
So wait, where's the coat now? Is it in him?
You will see a lab coat on the ground.
What?
The hat's missing, though.
When
No,
did
the hat. I want the hat.
When did the vines come into this?
So, I also found out it's a bad idea to grab random things for food. And I may or may not have accidentally shucked some things loose that fell on his shoulders.
Well, have you survived making this trip for
S-
as long as you have?
So his standard walking path actually led through a lake. And I was able to at least get some water
How
and some bad diarrhea.
survived
You probably have dysentery.
making this delivery trip for all these years if you don't know not to touch random plants?
To be fair, he's in a family of like 100.
Also, to be fair, he walked me around a path that I wasn't used to.
I'm not asking about going to touch the golem.
I-
I'm asking about the path you usually take home through the plant monster infested brambles. And you're only just now learning not to touch the angry plants.
Well, he did that out of desperation. He didn't know to touch the big swamp things.
He gestures thankfully at the kobold for pretty much explaining his entire point.
Luke, please use the
Is-
roads from now on.
Is this the first time that you saw one of these tar monsters?
Yes.
Interesting.
Probably one of the mad doctors from Eusiz.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was a golem being sent on an errand.
Well, that errand's not getting done now.
Well, who makes a golem out of tar and sends it off on its way unsupervised and doesn't expect for it to get stuck in things or things to get
Probably
stuck in it?
someone that's trying to have it pick something up.
Could also just be a test. Send the golem out and have it come back after a set amount of time and see what happens.
Anything on this lab coat?
There is a name on the lab coat, now that you mention it. And a name that I actually have written down and prepared for you guys.
Oh my god, it's
Ain't no
Christmas
way.
miracle.
But you've lost it. You don't know where it is.
It is
It's,
here.
It's downstairs.
It is here. Alright. Dr. Mabutu.
You can spell that.
Mbutu.
Oh, Dr. Mbutu. Okay. It wouldn't be Ma, it would be
Mbutu, yeah.
There you go. Does society roll to see if I recognize that name?
So look, title.
Doctor?
Just say doctor.
Tree?
Yeah, but like Dr. Mutu, like
Yeah, you can roll a certain society check, like adventuring plus intelligence.
it's not
Or
just-
sage plus intelligence.
I mean, like Dr. Mbutu, like head of
13.
This or something like that.
That wouldn't be just on his lab coat, usually.
maybe.
Well, if he's got a name tag on his lab coat, well, I mean, I'm thinking
is-
modern day. You would think it would name the facility he works for.
Yeah.
It's in the neck of the lab coat.
Okay, so it's not a proper name tag.
No,
Got
no,
it. So
no, no.
there's a 13 general knowledge check, specifically with a +1 for dealing with doctors and chemistry. And stuff.
You've heard the name through your travels. He likes to travel around as well, collecting and researching things. He's a well-respected conjurer of golems. And
This was definitely a field test of some kind, and we've just broken it. Well, not our problem. That's why we're adventurers. The guild handles that.
but he lives in Eusiz. And he did have a wife.
Did have a wife?
Does have a wife?
Those are two very different sentences.
Yes, but we've already established I'm bad at English.
I'm gonna take a piece of paper out and write Adventurers Guild owes you and leave it in the pile of tar. Be like,
I
boom,
didn't-
problem solved.
He actually owes the Adventurers Guild, or perhaps the family, for kidnapping their tabbit for a week.
I don't think the family owns a tabbit. It's a family of tabbits. Can we not word it like it sounds like they owned a pet rabbit?
If they're granted, the odds of UCs playing nice with any sort of recompense legally is spotty. But if you manage to get the attention of someone important enough to enforce it, you can probably get your brother's payment to the Adventurers Guild for this quest to be reimbursed by either Dr. Mbutu or the university itself. She's saying this to Luke, by the way. I wouldn't bet on
I'll write this
them
down.
playing nice like that, but it also can't hurt to try.
Oh. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're here?
Loot.
Yes. Although I did kind of curse the vines to become nothing more than like ashen remnants of life.
That doesn't
What do
mean
you
you
mean?
can't loot them.
You better ash and pick up those crystals.
Yeah, some of the petals might have fallen off. You never know.
Well, for plants, I have my loot mod +1 and my +1 from being a perfumer.
Oh,
So,
who killed the golem?
Shinju.
Yeah, Shinju.
Alright, Shinju got gloomy.
Woohoo!
And that's appropriate. I got nothing from one plant. I got nothing from the other plant. All is right with the world.
You killed them too hard.
Clear. And then I'll just use my +1 on the golden. Yeah, and then I just
Alrighty.
got the lab coat. Sorry, guys.
And does Hannah
I
already...
rolled us like 4 A rank stuff last session. This is karma.
And curse energy.
I didn't curse the golem.
Oh.
Jeremiah cursed him. Like, it wasn't even a real spell. Jeremiah just did the frog equivalent of like a very naughty word.
But don't forget
That's
you
why the
did
golem
get...
didn't drop loot.
Don't forget you did get the 4 sword shards.
Yeah, that's true. I'll go ahead and put that in the party inventory. Anything special about these sword shards, or are they just run of the mill?
They are run-of-the-mill sword shards. Just shucked in each of the limbs.
I mean, how many of these do we have until we make a sword? It's ridiculous.
Actually, they're technically not swords or pieces of swords at all. They're actually crystallized mana.
Yeah, they're called sword shards because one of the swords
Reasons.
sort of kind of broke reality, and this is the remnants of that.
Yes, the sword of wisdom.
Glass.
The sword of wisdom kind of self-immolated itself,
Yeah,
or
and it's like,
suicided.
What if there were an infinite number of me and I broke how magic works for a little bit?
Good times.
Anywho,
Out of the 4 sword shards, and they're just normal sword shards, right?
right.
Okay, cool.
Let's all
Well-
go to the lobby.
This is a very nice dungeon. We're not going to explore literally any more of it.
But I want to.
But you have a tabbit with you.
Yeah, we're going to hit the forest, and then we're going to go to the city of Granzale.
There's the Granzale City or the Eusiz City.
We are not walking into the place that
But
we
deep
just
forest.
took the property of.
Well, I mean, it's kind of their fault. I'm sure the Adventurers Guild will be plenty mad at them on our behalf.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to leave it to the professionals.
That's why we have
Not
to tell
us.
them, though.
What's up?
We have to tell the Adventurers Guild so they can go be mad for us.
Well, yeah.
We can
and we
tell
can
the
get out of
Adventurers
Granzale.
Guild back home.
Well, the guild is
I
kind of
thought
like
that's right. It was the Eusiz one.
Yeah, so we go to Granzale, and we can report in there.
Yeah.
Or
and
you
then
can go to
take-
Eusiz, report in there,
Nah.
and then do extra stuff.
Nope. Granzale.
Wait, extra stuff? Pause. What do you mean extra stuff?
Well, I did say that it
Fuck
was.
Doctor.
I did say that Dr. Ubuntu was had an apartment in Eusiz.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
why we're not
sure.
going there.
We should
we
raid
can-
his apartment, duh.
We can go to UC's after we drop Luke off. We can come
I'll
back.
pick the lock.
Well,
This
it's the
isn't
Get
an
right in.
abyss.
It's the same amount of travel to get to either one.
I was under the impression you wanted to go to Granzale so that we don't actually have to tell the doctor we broke his stuff, and the Adventurers Guild can do it for us. Because it's not actually our problem. It's a
Well,
problem.
that's the thing.
for
I
him.
want to talk to the Adventurers Guild and see if like something's up. Because I don't know if the Adventurers Guild has contacted Dr. Mbutu.
Well, one of those places would have more knowledge on the doctor versus the other one.
Oh, the deep forest, right.
Oh yeah, let's go to the deep forest. Just
Look,
because.
priority is getting Luke home safely.
Actually,
Actually,
did
it's just to tell the Adventurers Guild we found him, and we have him.
No, because
And if he
we
wants to
should
see
send
him
back.
again, give
should
us
ask
5,000
if
camels.
He saw any other victims of the Targol while he was around.
No.
Okay, yeah, then.
Although this coat smells god awful.
It was in a tar golem for an indeterminate amount of time.
Yeah.
And
What if the Char Golem is the doctor?
Dun dun dun.
I mean, he's dead now.
Maybe.
would need to ask my mother to re-educate me on how Golomancy works, I guess.
I'm just saying it had his lab coat on. Do we just throw lab coats on golems
Yeah.
now? I don't know.
Maybe
was,
the sword shards were sustaining it versus his own mana. Who knows?
It was well. That's almost certainly the case. That's
Anyway.
how I enchant my gears by using sword shards.
I just
Uh,
buy it from the shop.
Granzale. Wait, which one? Which one between Granzale and Eusiz is actually closer to where we came from? Like our
Granzale will be
It's
closer.
Granzale.
of operations.
Yeah, we operate out of Harvest. So I will say,
In that
think
case,
we
I
should-
say
I think we should go to Granzale, report into the Adventurers Guild, and if they want us to investigate, we can go to UC's, but getting Luke home is priority.
yeah, I was gonna say Granzale makes sense then if it's towards the way we normally go.
I will say again, Dia, this is not an abyss. We can just come back.
It's not my fault if you plan for us to do things that don't make sense.
No.
Does not vanish when we leave.
Everyone sleep.
Oh man.
Get mana back.
Woo! Mana.
So the visage of the goddess statue can almost be seen from the main gate. Her figure an ever imposing character in the city backdrop. Adventurers seem to come in with basic gear and are leaving with new Sword Labyrinth gear, courtesy of Granzale's claim to fame.
Oh, they've got like a public access sword labyrinth?
That they do.
That's cool.
I only have 400 gold.
Just casually.
Oh man, I thought you'd get a kick out of that intro to the city.
No, it's cool. Super neat. Definitely have to come back here. I mean, actually, we
Oops, that's
are
not what I
just members of the Adventurers Guild. We can take quests from Granzale too. We don't have to just do arms. Though I'm not sure how invested you guys are in returning to clear out snakes from the sewers.
The opportunity to do that passed ages ago.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, absolutely. Let's hit up Granzale's Adventurers Guild. See what they got.
Yeah, might as well. The reason I want to be
Okay.
closer to Harvest is in case
Yeah,
there's
would have
nothing
to come up with a new quest giver for us.
I would have to actually create an entire new dungeon for you guys.
You
But-
didn't already do that while we were here in the city with a giant dungeon that just says, "Please come explore me."
Well, we're about to go through
Hold on,
some
we're not
downtime.
here to explore the sword labyrinth.
I'm sure the Tabbit would love a trip through the Sword Labyrinth.
Yeah, we know you haven't slept in a bed for who knows how long, and haven't like had real food for longer.
I
But
gave him a
Come on down
ration.
to the death labyrinth with us.
Well, you're gonna have to wait till I can stat out Luke, apparently.
We are bringing the Tabbit home.
Yeah, what
To the sword
class-
dungeon. I got you.
Well, I mean, we're not even bringing the Tabbit home. We're just dropping off at the
Hannah is escorting Luke home because our job is to escort Luke home.
Is he
Our
like a
job was to
ranger?
find him. We
No,
had a
our job was
conversation
to
about
find
this.
him, and if he was alive, get him home safely.
I thought we had this long conversation about this, about taking him to the guild
No,
and that being good, and I was
just
like,
in regards to the timing. Like, did we have enough time to search through all the forest and find him and get back?
no,
Like,
we could
we're
also-
reporting at Granzale, like, hey,
Yeah.
send the word to his brother, because you have magic that we don't have access to, that Luke is safe, we're bringing him back.
Safe-ish.
Yeah, apparently you're dragging him into the sword labyrinth.
It'll be an adventure. He likes adventures.
Yeah, no, I was under the pressure from the conversation about the timing that because I was like, we could just drop him off at the guild even if he's the wrong person, and you're like, yeah, we can do that.
It would be horrible for us to do that, yeah.
What?
Technically, it's a thing that could happen and does happen,
I would like to point out
but the guild is just okay
That
with that happening sometimes, apparently.
that this Tabbit, his first instinct on seeing a big tar golem was to touch it.
Yeah.
I'm not letting him out of my sight until he's home.
So exactly, he's going into the sword labyrinth with you guys.
No.
It
Sounds
depends. I think it depends on what other missions are available, because he's safe now. But if there's another go save a person, then
Yeah,
He's-
yeah, of
he's
course.
gotta
Like
get
this
himself.
is all.
Yeah.
This is all contingent on us going to the Granzale Adventurers Guild, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have any urgent quests right now."
yeah,
If
you've
they're
been
like,
using this
"No,
time
we
to
need your
write
help
up.
since you're in the area," then hell yeah.
Yeah, you've been using this time to pick up, like, decide what this adventure guild's going to look like and what quests are there and stuff, right? You're set.
Quests,
Ready for us to
no,
walk in?
but the guild, yes.
No, what? You don't have the quest ready?
No, he's ready for us to go to
Oh
the
my
guild, just not the sword labyrinth.
Like I said, you've got a month of downtime coming up. Why would you immediately go on another quest?
Why not?
The 2-month downtime only takes a little bit. Anyway, also, should we get
Also
to?
because going on quests is fun and it's a job. and
Yep.
Hannah likes it, and it's helping people, and I can go on.
Anyway. Yeah, so let's turn this in. There's other stuff, right? Surely?
There's urgent quest. Need giant frog. Don't ask question.
Oh, good God.
Actually, yeah, I do want my downtime, don't I?
I mean, if you guys want me to craft stuff, we need it.
It depends how much. I forgot how much we get paid for this.
I don't remember the gold amount.
1,000 gold.
Okay,
I did
1,000
remember
each.
that one off the top of my head.
That's pretty decent. I can make some cool stuff with that.
Oh, neat. There's
Especially with the 4 sword swords.
Not enough for anything I want.
The Legend
4
of Zelda
short
Link
swords.
to the 4 swords or whatever the fuck we got, because I can't speak apparently.
All right, Adventurers Guild, the Smiling Goddess Pavilion, the Challenger's Journey Pavilion. Do you want to go to the older one or the new one?
Closer to the gate one?
All right, let me check which one's closer to the gate.
Hey Kip, you're a gambler, right?
No,
There is a casino.
I don't.
That's not why I'm asking that.
I thought that's exactly why you were asking that.
I don't know if Asmo's here right now.
I'm not.
He said no.
gambler.
Oh, he said no. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I will let the winds of fate decide where we go in the most Hannah way possible. As she takes off her hat.
All right,
Whichever way the crook points,
Central
we go.
Labyrinth
And she
District.
tosses it up into the air. And I'm just gonna roll a D2 basically. Alright, we're going to the newer one. As the crook of the hat points towards the new chapel of the goddess overseeing the adventurers.
I mean, if you want to go to the Temple of Tidon, we can. But
Well, you said the newer one was next to the goddess statue, so we're going to that one.
I said no such thing.
No? I don't remember that being a thing.
Oh, okay, that's what I heard the description was. Whatever, we're going to the
No.
newer one.
So the Smiling Goddess Pavilion is located in the Central Labyrinth District, and the other one doesn't really say. Relatively new guild that focuses on requests. It provides a wide range of blah blah blah. The nickname is the Underground Labyrinth Tour Conductors because of their overprotective attitude. It is popular among children of merchants, easygoing aristocrats, and is often quite crowded with them.
Okay, so maybe we don't go to the Adventurers
sounds
Guild
terrible.
that literally signs up children. Let's just go to the old one.
They're overprotective of the children, thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes me feel only a little better.
It sounds more like almost a vocational school adventure guild versus.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
mean, they do focus on requests, so I'm gonna, like I said, roll a
The other
fate.
one.
Let's
Hannah rolls with it.
Let's ignore the whole life of debt considering the high insurance and rescue fees, but yes.
Woo!
Cannot dress enough. That is not Hannah's problem. She is not dealing with intra-guild bureaucracy. She's here to do missions, help people, make sure people are better off, and if the guild wants to charge exorbitant interest rates for rescuing children or whatever, she'll leave that to the kingdoms to deal with.
So you make your way to the old one, the Smiling Goddess. Actually, very close to the goddess statue.
Everything I said, worthless.
Let's see here. You're greeted by one of the lovely guild secretaries or guild attendants, and they ask, "How may I help you?"
What time of day is it?
Assume early in the, not early in the morning, but probably around 10.
Good morning to you, Miss Attendant. My name is Hannah Voss, and we are an as of yet unnamed adventuring party. We had a request from Harves to locate the brother of... What was Luke's brother's name? Out of character?
Bramble.
Bramble.
Bramble, thank you. For some reason that one wasn't in my notes. And yes, dear, I'm taking notes.
Out of all of you, you're the only one I'm expecting to be taking notes right now.
It's because I care.
I wrote in the
I
doctor's
know.
name.
I'm in it for the love of the game.
Oh, that said, I do have an image of the first floor of this guild. Who would like to see it?
Cool. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
boy.
Show it off. I like first floors.
Assuming it doesn't
I
take like
don't-
10 minutes to import.
Why did I?
Oh, I am not about to import this to the game.
Yeah, just show it in Discord.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty.
Can I?
Simple, but pretty. You can do it for next session.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Well,
about it right now. We'll show everyone.
assuming you'll stay in Granzale. Ah!
I mean, we can still show it off for the audience.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I see. And we are to assume that this tabbit here is his brother.
Yeah, this is Luke.
Might I see the quest?
Hannah will dig it out of the inner lining of her fancy show coat that she keeps her important documents in, and hand it over. Oh, we lost someone.
Beb.
Web's connection probably died again, or he has to relog.
Or he realized that we can't hear him because I don't think I've heard him for a while now.
No, he was talking a little bit about Granzale.
So the attendant looks over all the paperwork and says, okay, brown patch over the eye, missing the hat.
Oh, we have that as well.
Did we?
Yeah, we found it. Kip's got it.
I thought that was a straw hat.
No. Remember we found his hat.
Yeah, we
Oh,
found
right.
stuff.
You're right. Okay, yeah.
The straw
we
hat
found
was
it
missing.
separately. Right. Good thing.
You still have the hat, right?
I'll pull the hat out. Be like, oh, sorry, I should give this back to you a while ago.
Ah, normally you pull a rabbit out of the hat, not put the rabbit back in the hat. But, well done.
Hannah gives a showman's smile and says, I don't tell you how to do your job. Don't tell me how to do mine.
Yes, everything seems to be in order. I will mark this as completed, and I will let the other guilds know so nobody else sends people on the mission. At least not to look for your corpses.
The thought is
Wow.
appreciated. Since we're in the area, we also wanted to check if there's any urgent questing that needs to be taken care of. More missing persons, anything that's extremely time sensitive, specifically anything that's on the way back to Harves.
We did just receive a request. I guess they sent it to us because our city, kingdom, specializes in sword labyrinths, but There appears to have been a labyrinth opened up underneath the whatchamacallit, as I go to look through my notes. The barracks. Yes, a sword labyrinth opened up under the barracks in Harvez.
That is more concerning than you might realize.
Oh, no. Early sword labyrinth formations usually aren't so troublesome, as long as they are taken care of quickly.
That's not what I mean. Harvest just recently had on its borders the opening of a shallow abyss and its collapse. This could be a sign of a weakening dimensional boundary.
To be fair, shallow abysses and sword labyrinths are slightly different. One is caused by an abyss core. The other is caused by, magical swords.
And they pop up where reality is tethered less strong. I don't know how to phrase it better than that. Essentially, the weaker things are real in the area, the easier it is for sword labyrinths and abyssal cores to find their way.
Well then, if you would like, I could hand this to you. I believe they want somebody to take care of it as soon as possible, before it becomes an even larger sword labyrinth.
I have a vested interest in this quest, but I will not force the rest of you to accept it with me.
I mean, these things are dangerous to people if we leave them be, right?
Oh, absolutely. Wandering into a sword labyrinth may as well be wandering into a shallow abyss for a normal person.
They can be.
They're dangerous.
They can certainly be. Currently, I believe Harvez is sending people to investigate, but no adventurers have been sent in there proper to take care of the abyss.
You mean sword
Or
labyrinth?
sword labyrinth, yes. Sorry. All this talk of abysses and labyrinths has gotten me mildly confused.
Yep. Shinju?
I said if it's dangerous, we should take care of it.
I always need money, so sure.
She gives kind of a weak smile to Kimyosa. Democracy overrules. So
I'm
Bessie's not here.
Poor Kim Yosa, this falling down at the tail end of the session. For shame. For
Maybe he's
shame.
back.
Anywho.
Sounds like I can still hear his voice.
While we're away, I would like to put in a formal request with the Adventurers Guild myself. I don't personally know if my reputation is high enough to request this, but I would like you to get me in contact with a specialist, specifically someone that studies the dimensional boundaries, keeping our world safe from the other worlds.
Isn't there a professor in Harvez, one Rupert Cogsworth, that particularly studies these things?
That is the first time I've heard that name.
It is not. I think I mentioned it a couple sessions ago. But we kind of glanced over it pretty quickly, because I think you wanted to save the Abyss Shard for some magic items instead of selling it to the guild.
I wanted to keep the Abyss Core because I'm keyed to it right now, and that might be important to have later.
Very well. But yeah, he says, wasn't there a blah, 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 and you said that's the first time you're hearing it. Yes, I think one of the Adventurers Guild there should be able to help you with that.
Good. I am not the expert my mother is in these things.
Well, it certainly takes an elf's age to get the connections necessary to know everyone. And I'm totally not doing a hinty hint at Sibsy.
Well, she's not here.
Right.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
When did you crash on us?
Shortly after you posted the picture of this,
Okay.
So, quick summary. There is a somewhat urgent quest about a new sword labyrinth that has opened underneath the main guard barracks of the Harvez, city guard.
well, that's all the way back in Harvest, but that sounds like a serious issue.
We're also going there because we got to drop off Luke, so it's on the way.
Well, Luke's on the way back.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I am bad at words. See my Link's Four Sword Adventure comment 20 minutes ago. But yeah. Specifically, Hannah has a vested interest in this.
Oops, sorry about that. I meant to mute myself, not the other way around.
Hannah has a vested interest in this because this, along with the Shallow Abyss opening this close together, both geographically and time-wise, could be a sign of weakening dimensional boundaries. And she is also going to pool what reputation she has to try to get a meeting with one Professor Rupert Cogsworth, who apparently studies these things and is also based out of Harvez. And that's what you've missed.
If we lack reputation, we might need to start turning in some of these sword shards. Because we're gaining very slowly since we keep using them all.
We turned in most of the ones from the last time. I only ended up using 2.
I thought we held on to those to keep crafting things.
No,
Okay.
we turned them in for rep. We split it 3/4 for rep versus magic items.
The coat thing. Someone used to complain about that.
Yes, that was next on the agenda. Are you back yet, Tia? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Hannah will say, Kip, do you have the coat as well?
Yeah, I'll produce the coat.
Hannah will hand it over. I apologize for the current state of it, but we did not wish to contaminate potential evidence by cleaning it. Luke here found himself trapped by a golem of animate tar, given power by a sword shard core, it looks like. It appears to be one of the experiments of a Dr. Mbutu from Eusiz, given the fact that this golem had his lab coat. We're not sure what that is about. I know a bit about the Doctor. I've heard his name a few times. He's apparently a golemancer and does strange experiments like this.
Well, I've got terrible news about Dr. Mumbutu. Apparently, he was torn to shreds by a golem a few weeks back.
The shreds, you say?
Thank you, Brenny. Thank you, Brenny.
Has the guild not sent out an investigation, or is his family choosing to handle it privately?
Well, his widow his wife, has also been just torn to shreds emotionally.
Hmm.
Was it one of the golems he created?
We assume he was missing his lab coat, and there were large puddles of a sticky black substance we assume to be tar all around his lab.
Assume correctly. Strange. The golem was quite amiable. It listened to verbal commands from both myself and Kimyosa despite not being its creators. Why would it just go on a rampage?
Well,
It did attack us after the vines hit it, so maybe something else hit it, and then it keeps attacking it until a certain time passes or something.
Did
Perhaps.
he hit it?
That is concerning, though.
Or it was hit by, like, some random occurrence. I mean, we found it in the wood. Well, no, it was been in his lab. Maybe he dropped something on it?
It's always possible, but he is a golemancer. Literally having a doctorate from the University of Eusiz on golemancy. I would think he would not be so careless, especially with an experiment that he should know the parameters of.
well, stranger things have happened. And there is very much a long history of doctors or inventors destroyed by their own creations. There was that poor chap in, I want to say Sodokia, the floating island, who died to impact trauma when his parachute suit failed to open proper. So it's not completely unheard of.
Hannah just kind of is speechless at that for a number of reasons. She'll, after a few awkward seconds of silence, she'll clear her throat. Yes, I suppose it's not out of the possibility.
Sorry.
Is it proper for the guilds to become involved with this if we have the information, or should one of us deliver this to her personally?
The widow?
Yes.
Well, if you want, we can certainly send it to you for a nominal fee. 50 gamel.
Said what to us?
That seems like quite a lot to transport a fairly small and simple object.
My question was not about if the guild was willing to do so. Is it proper? We are an outside authority, it seems. This
Well,
happens to be an unfortunate coincidence, and I do not wish to cause further strife on the widow. But I would like her to know that her husband's killer has been dealt with before it claimed more lives.
we
As
can
far as we're aware.
we can certainly pass on that information to the guild in Eusiz, and they can inform her.
Okay. In that case, Hannah will pull out her own 50 gamel and say, please make sure this gets back to her in a good condition.
She gives you a discredulous look as if the coat wasn't already in one of the worst conditions they've seen in a while.
I can clean it if you really want.
Yeah, Hannah, like, looks down and it looks up. I'm asking you to treat it magically to repair it so it's not sent back to her destroyed.
Okay. Certainly.
Out of character, I just gave her 50 gold for a simple delivery. She better have someone make it look nice.
I mean, I wouldn't call it 50 gold. It's probably closer to 5 gold.
No, is Gamma closer to silver? I don't know. The prices are weird in this game.
Prices are weird, but that's still an exorbitant fee for a simple delivery.
That's why
You
I'm
were
assuming-
also in a town full of high rollers, as it were. Given the sword,
This is
given the
guild,
Swordland labyrinth.
I don't know. It's about the price of a basic weapon. It looks like, which is fine. I have gold. I don't.
That's
need it right now.
crazy.
Not if it comes with like the magical treatment and cleaning it and making sure it gets to her safe. That's fine. Like I imagine it's the 50 gamel for services rendered.
That's
Yeah.
like a $250 delivery.
Plus dry cleaning
That doesn't make it better.
and tailoring.
Also, if gamel's close to silver, that's more like a $50 delivery plus like insurance, which is still high but not unreasonable.
I was
Also, that's the
looking
price of a
into
dagger.
Buying a sword.
Hold on. No. That's the price of a dagger, not a sword. A dagger.
And
Yeah, like a woodcutter's axe is 40 gamel or something like that.
that's still.
It's not unreasonable. It's just clearly a markup, but Hannah doesn't care. She's willing to pay it because this
Pretty
poor woman
excessive.
needs closure.
Yeah, if we're actually going to compare this, 50 gamel is approximately maybe 2 gold if you compare it to D&D gold.
Let's not even try.
Yeah, that sounds like a rabbit hole we don't want to fall down.
I feel like Dia just pulled a number out and didn't actually give any consideration to how much that actually is.
I did not.
You probably should.
I will not.
Again, 50 gamel is fine. Like, as the player spending the money, that seems reasonable for magically treating it and making sure it gets there in good condition, etc. Seems fine.
Particularly given you're all about to get another 1,000 each.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
wanna- I
splitting
wanna
hairs
raise my
about the
hand,
money
though.
I spend from my pocket, not the party fund.
What was that there, Kipster?
I want to raise my hand and be like, so we killed the golem that killed him. Is there like a reward for that?
We do not have a quest up for that. But certainly any materials you garnered
Would
from
the
the golem, we'd be
other
happy to
town?
take from you. Eusiz might.
Guys, we have to go there and see if we can get money out of this.
But that is in the complete opposite direction of the Senegal farms.
Luke, if I pay for you a carriage ride along the road back to Harvex and Senegal Farms, I want you to swear to me you will not go running into the Brambles and you will take the carriage.
No, that's too expensive.
I
You are
can
not
handcuff
can't.
saying I am.
I can
I
handcuff him to
know.
the carriage.
Please do not handcuff him to a carriage.
You don't have handcuffs.
He's not a prisoner.
I could buy some
Luke.
handcuffs.
I mean, if you want him to get there safely, that might be the only option.
I'm trying to be cordial. I will just have Frederick eat you and take you there himself.
Frederick was the name of the frog?
That might be
Sorry,
worse than
Jeremiah.
gold.
I've got Fire Emblem on the brain. So
All good, all
I
good.
will have Jeremiah eat you and bring you there himself, and you will not enjoy it. Please be amiable.
To be fair, I was in the back of a tar golem for the last 5 or so days. The belly of a frog is much more amenable.
Anna just sort of leans in. The tar golem didn't complain about it the whole way.
So you're saying I would have conversation?
Put him in the frog. Just put him in the frog. He deserves it.
Sorry.
I'll take the hat back.
No, not my hat. I'll go peacefully. I swear.
I feel really sorry for Bramble.
Sometimes you need to suffer to build character. I think this might be one of those times. I think he really does need to go in the frog.
That was more of an empty threat. I don't think Jeremiah is actually going to eat him because
He already has.
Tabbits are delicious.
In the middle of the
oh,
Adventurers Guild.
And he's hopping away.
Godspeed. I'll summon you back in a few days.
Oh god, what if you summon him back and he has the...
I have a mental link with him. I can just ask him when he's made the delivery.
That's fancy.
Well, I did form a blood contract with him. I would hope so.
I mean, Shinju can't even do that.
Yeah. Must be nice being able to make blood contracts.
So,
I
the
finally found what I was looking for.
what did you look for?
A week's worth of food for a single person is 50 gamel, and that's preserved food.
So yeah, that seems reasonable. Magical shipment being the cost of like a
Yeah.
week of shitty preserved food. Yeah, sure.
Okay, people that don't need to eat.
Yeah, that
Unless you're a room token, then it's double the price for a week of food, apparently.
It's because they don't eat normal stuff.
I think the food is still like 100, 120.
A week of food, rations in D&D is 5 silver.
I swear none of this matters. I already took the 50 gamel off my character sheet.
I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to get a...
consistency of the world.
There is no consistency. Just go with the flow.
Sounds fine to me.
It's consistently, it's consistent.
Exactly.
Also, yeah, it's not a unified world economy. It's not like Walmart has the same price for meat in every state of the US. These are different countries, essentially.
The gasp. I didn't think of each state as a different country.
What?
I mean,
Just
No,
a different
these
state
are
of
different
insanity.
countries.
the
Like
guilds are all one
Granzale
united
and Harvest, they're
organization, though.
different countries.
They seem to be city-states more than countries.
Yeah, it depends on who you ask. Eusiz definitely thinks they're a kingdom.
So does
So does Harvest.
and Granzale.
Anyway,
But
So
they
we sent
they
out the
seem to
thing.
be very close to each other and have very, very small amounts of territory.
It's kind of because they're not allowed to go to open war, so they just kind of deal with it.
Also, they're just 300 years past a very
Yeah,
devastating...
a massive global catastrophe. That is true. Basically, the Zerg happened 300 years ago.
Also, there's no real measurement tool on these maps. And I can't guarantee you this isn't just like stylization.
Yeah, this is just because the way this does encounters and like quote unquote dungeons and maps is points of interest along the way to your destinations. It's not actually about the distance traveled. Like they're not this close together on the world map, but because why waste your time with stuff that's not interesting, we're not going to put the other 100 miles or whatever.
Exactly.
As an author, this girl approves.
So
Anyway,
Disagree vehemently.
I am going to punch you into the fucking sun.
100 miles matters because it changes like decision making, and that makes for interesting decisions when you're deciding, do I go this way or that way? Do we have time to delay, kind of thing? Because travel time's a real thing.
We already have travel time to deal with. It's just the travel time between points of interest.
So, road to
Yeah,
Eusiz.
miles work better.
I am going to send you into the sun, Brenny.
You can be wrong all you want. That's
I'm
your
going to
prerogative.
drop kick you into the fucking sun.
Language, guys. All right.
Yes,
I
it has to
mean,
Look,
it
pretty.
does slightly make a difference
It-
when you say you can get from one to the other in 2 days if they're supposed to be 500 miles apart.
Yeah, that
Not
does.
that far apart. They are relatively close together. Like, again, this is essentially the continent of Australia, in size.
God, is that where
Continent,
we
quote
are?
unquote, of Australia. Like, it's a relatively small place that's still recovering from global war.
That's shockingly itty bitty. But yeah, no, I think the distances do
It's
matter when you have
traditional
abilities that are
JRPG
like
trope.
literally like there's some abilities that you can measure their range in kilometers. So I think distances matter because
Yeah, but they don't matter in terms of like maps like these. 'Cause that's not the point. This is the equivalent of taking the board game Candyland and arguing that the Gumdrop Forest is too geographically close to the Sugar Plum Kingdom for it to make any sense.
That is
None
fair.
of it matters.
except it could.
But in this case, it doesn't. And we're going to leave it at that. So I'm assuming you're going to UC's.
I wish I
Get
could-
that money.
Wait, why are we good?
I thought that was the whole
We
reason
serve-
of sending Jeremiah to get the rabbit.
Because we're gonna go talk to the widow, because this is more proper.
Because you
Well,
thought
the
I
adventurers will
thought you were going to try and grab money from the
We're
Adventurers
not
Guild.
even spending the 50 gamble.
Yeah,
Because Kip wants to go see if he can scam this widow out of
it's
money.
not scamming it. There's might be a mission
No,
to
the real
avenge
reason we're
him.
going is because there might genuinely be an open quest in UC's.
For the golem.
Yeah, because UC's is kind of insular. So,
Even their guild.
To a degree, maybe or maybe not. But now I
it's
actually
not
have
like-
to.
It's not like the guilds share request boards unless it's major. It's not that uncommon for one guild branch, at least like thinking about how it would apply realistically. Like,
I mean, yeah, logistically, unless there's some magical way to have a central database of
I think
quests.
that's very much a thing.
It's called the
Because
I don't think
Magitech
so.
is
because
Magitech is
that would
pretty
have been a
advanced.
thing during the era of Magitech, but that ended again. Zerg.
Hey, what's this? What's this node?
The road to UC's.
Does anything happen on it?
Yeah.
Well, let's
It
check.
should not, 'cause
Roll
we were
me a
told the roads were
2d6.
safe.
Roads are
Actually, this
crew of
one
bandits.
this one has a chance.
Hyper bandits.
Roll me 2d6. I see a d2. Okay,
Well,
7.
there you go. I was about to say, he's
Uh,
the one that said it, so.
You pass by a few adventurers on the road from either Granzale to UC's or UC's to Granzale. But nothing out of the ordinary happens past that.
Anything we can pick up from them talking while we walk by?
Oh yeah, rumors.
Roll me a listen check.
Sure. I mean, Hannah's not going to eavesdrop. She's going to make conversation.
Oh, I'm gonna.
I was about to say, why does it have to
Shit.
be a listen check? Why don't we just ask?
Yeah, exactly. Like, hold on. Hannah's just going to talk to them. We're all adventurers here.
It's
Yeah, but
eavesdropping first.
I'm a
Good
small
stuff.
furry creature that.
Yeah.
people don't
Hannah's
trust.
like, I don't have to talk to these tall folk. I will listen.
Exactly.
All right, so those actively act.
There's my social check to ask like a regular person.
There have been notes of ogres in the area accosting people, as well as a
What
the forest area.
Ogre sound.
We. Is there not a quest to take care of them?
Not at your level.
Oh, interesting.
We don't have enough badges to do that.
We're just not high enough rank. What do you mean badges?
I'm not any rank.
But are ogres too scary for us?
The base level for a lesser ogre is 4.
We're almost 4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's lesser ogres.
Yeah, that's a party of 4 level 4 adventurers fights 1 lesser ogre.
No. You could face up to 4 level with 4 level 4s.
Yeah. See?
But
Sorry.
But your party, you could face 3 of them. Think of it.
It's too risky of a quest for us at our rank to
Think of
give
it-
out to rookies like us.
Think of it as like facing 4 of the Bolg Highlanders from that first dungeon.
But stronger.
We also couldn't hit them.
Yeah, so think of it like 4
No,
of
no.
those.
We couldn't hit them because they're hard to hit. It's because you roll too good.
You're blaming me for your own mistakes, and I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I'm doing that.
At least he admitted it.
I've got it in notes that there are reports of an ogre problem that, if my narrativium sense is working correctly, will be a quest later as the activity becomes more severe and we're strong enough to deal with it.
I mean, the quest is probably there. They won't let us take it.
Really, they won't just leave it for like months.
And does anybody recall the shadowy figures from the first dungeon, or Shallow Abyss, and what they
I
said?
absolutely do.
No, I blacked out.
Hannah doesn't know their names in game, but yeah.
For sure, one of their names.
You remember what they said?
Yeah, the ogres.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Okay. Cool. As long as we're all on the same page.
Cool.
Cool.
I just made a fucking narrativium reference, Dia.
Oh, my bad.
I'm with you.
My bad. I apologize for nothing.
And you don't apologize.
I just said I apologized.
Apologize for everything.
No, I learned my mistake doing that before. All right, so you make your way to UC's. It takes a couple of days. And really the only thing outside of the ogre, there was talk about a construct walking around and tar tracks being found. But I believe you've already taken care of that issue.
We should follow that lead.
It's right. When he's right, he's right. Gotta investigate.
Well, I mean,
I'm kind of surprised that there's not more talk about the murder of a relatively well-known university doctor.
that was weeks
That's
ago.
Interesting.
That was weeks
I mean-
ago.
Do you
From
do you
adventurers,
think
who would care?
because his murderer was still on the loose until recently?
If there's not a quest for it, then why would adventurers be tracking it?
Yeah,
Don't
that's
say
why I'm
that.
saying it's interesting because it might be a private matter that they're not using the guild for.
Alrighty, as you enter UC's, tall buildings with pointed arches hints at the cavernous interiors. You are certainly in the city of UC's. Asking around... Oh... I was about to start reading about the instance where you could have gone straight to the restaurant to ask questions.
Yeah.
Would be silly enough to do that.
Basil, we can talk to him. We don't have a reason to talk to him.
Yeah, I was like, the rest of this doesn't make any sense to continue reading then.
Yeah, let's just go bother Basil. Like, hey Basil. I mean, I say that, but actually Hannah would stop by and be like, hey Basil, we found Luke. He's safe. Don't worry about him.
Okay, well, asking around, you quickly find La Cuisine de Granzale. It seems to receive fair business given the concept. Inside is a labyrinth of tables and sword-shaped chandeliers. You're greeted by a Maria hostess who smells lightly of basil. Pun intended. Welcome to La Cuisine de Granzale. How many in your party?
Oh, we're actually just here to deliver some good news to the restaurant's owner. Basil, I believe his name is.
One moment. And to give you more of an idea of what this place looks like, if you've been in a whatchamacallit, Cheesecake Factory?
I was about to ask if that's...
That was the inspiration, yes.
It is a cheesecake factory, but dedicated to the religious city-state of Granzale.
It's not religious, but the food is...
What do you mean not religious? It's covered in goddess iconography. What do you mean not religious?
They don't know where the goddess statue came from, okay?
Cracker Barrel.
Though they do have a few... They do have 2 temples to Tadon.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of churches and statues of goddesses, and it's on their main city gate. No, we're not religious. What are you talking about?
But again, the concept isn't to the city, although some of the labyrinthine ideas do kind of match that idea, but the food of Granzale was the aim. Anywho, the shadowy person known as Basil, because he's a shadow, steps forward.
Racist.
Me and my shadow.
I don't know why that got me so hard, man.
Broke.
Basically, just broke me for no reason.
I was told that somebody here was asking for me.
Yes, my name is Hannah Vass. Out of character, I cannot decide if it's Vass or Voss.
I thought it was vase.
So I'm just gonna keep saying it both ways, and that would be like Hannah's mom that never actually clarified which one it was. Like she just says it both ways. My name is Hannah Vass. I'm here representing a currently unnamed adventuring party. We are the ones responsible for finding your contact, Luke. We wanted to let you know that he has been safely found and returned to his brother. He should be arriving at some point today.
Good. I was worried about him. I've told him a number of times not to go through the forest. That's just not safe.
He was, in an unfortunate incident, being kidnapped by a golem, and he still wanted to travel through the Brambles to get back home after it. So we sent him there by the safest method we had access to.
Well, at least you found him with the golem and not some ogres.
Yes, we heard about that.
Yes, they've been attacking adventurers and such on the the roads. Nobody has lived to tell the tale other than people at a distance who've seen it and kind of ran away, but nobody important has lived to tell the tale of what they're doing.
I find it interesting that these attacks are targeted. Usually Yomo would go after resources or territory. Definitely
Yes.
something to keep an eye out. I'll make sure this information gets to Granzale and Eusiz at the very least.
Yes, the Adventurers Guild here in Eusiz might be able to give you more information.
I'm afraid we're still relatively new at this. I don't think they'll very much care for rookies trying to take on a bunch of ogre mercenaries targeting adventuring parties. Take pride in my work, and am quite proud of my strength. But I also know I have such a long way to go.
Well, I appreciate you for warning me that he's been found.
Warning him that he's been found.
Warning.
If you need to work with any of the Adventurers Guilds here, I would suggest maybe the heroes, or the mages of the heroic. They're one of the older guilds in town.
Do they share any connections to...
Side thought,
Oh?
we never found that magic sack.
Jeremiah is just feeling a rabbit or a tabbit in his stomach searching through a sack.
Yeah, I kind of just figured he had it. I guess I didn't actually ask. Hey, Dio, did the rabbit have the magic bag?
You can assume he does.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Is there a bag of holding in this game? I didn't
They
see
have
one.
a unique magic... I mean, you described it as a relatively unique magical artifact that belonged to their family. That there's only
It's
two
called
of.
Shinju.
It's called Shinju.
Don't you put that evil on Shinju.
Carrier weight didn't really seem to be a big concern.
She's
in
real strong.
the rules.
No, it's not really. Like, the bulk of weapons matter, and beyond that, the game really doesn't seem to care that much.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I mean, it is based on, like, JRPGs. And the inventory systems in those games are, yes, I do carry this fully furnished cabin with me at all times. Why do you ask?
Yep.
I mean, you say that, but I'm playing Ayuden Chronicle, 100 heroes, and I am very much limited on the amount I can carry. Even Ayuden Chronicle Rising, it even has a much more limited amount of bag space, but you can upgrade the bag in that game.
Okay, well, that'd be why, because they tied it to an upgrade system. But, like,
Yeah.
classic JRPGs, like the old Final Fantasies or whatever, like, you can have as much inventory as the game data allows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do in fact have a steam locomotive in my pocket. Why would you not have one of those?
Oh, well, obviously, the Dwarven airship? Right there! We just have it! But yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a item called a careful auto looter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
kinda
those.
expensive.
Yeah.
Kind of expensive, but might be worth it.
The normal auto looter would have been worth it if no one had bonuses, but we have people with bonuses, so it's not.
I also
Idiot.
can't use Magitech, because it doesn't respond to Baba Yagas.
Sounds
Well, I
like
mean,
quitter
like-
talk to me.
Yeah, your it specifically says that your bonuses don't count when using it. Any bonuses, none of the bonuses.
It might be worth picking one up, just for when time matters again. And like the people with bonuses, aka me, can loot the valuable stuff, and
Well,
we can do the auto looter for the rest.
There's a
but
fast
that's-
mode and care
That's not a
mode.
bad idea.
There's a fast mode and care mode. The fast mode on the careful auto looter is always a 6. But the careful mode still takes 10 minutes. But
Yeah,
it rolls
but
a
means,
9.
But it means we have another body,
Saber.
essentially, to spend 10 minutes.
You know
Do
what?
not
That
chew on
actually
that.
means that the cheap auto looter is better in my opinion, because you roll 2D still, you just don't get any bonuses. Period.
Yeah, no, like I said, it might be worth picking up a couple, like, specifically for sword labyrinths and abysses, where time matters a lot more.
I'm pretty sure you just need one because of the way it's worded.
Well,
I don't think it breaks.
No,
Yeah.
it's not about breaking. I mean, like, if we have a bunch of different bodies, because
Yeah.
there's only 4 of us.
Yeah.
So we grab, like, 2 auto looters.
so the auto looter, the loot can be collected from up to 10 characters in 1 minute.
Oh shit, we only need
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Like I said, you only
absolutely
need
right.
one.
And the
Must be a lot of
careful
dice.
auto looter does the same as the normal auto looter, but it has a careful mode which gives you an automatic 9 on up to 10.
Oh, automatic 9? You said automatic 6 before.
No, that's
That's
fast mode.
Fast mode.
Oh, okay.
But see, the thing
Oh.
is the base auto looter is just always 1 minute 2D.
Yeah, I kind of like the base one. I mean, it's like factually worse because of how the law of averages works, but
Well,
it's more fun to roll dice.
Yeah.
it takes only a minute, and you get to roll, which the law of averages is going to be your 7s, which is still better than the fast mode on the careful auto looter.
Oh, sure, but I'm not assuming like 1 minute
Here's
because
the
if something's worth that +1 +2 bonus to loot roll, that's
we'll
going to be
just
10
loot it.
minutes spent anyway.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, which I want to say, from what I recall, like a 9 usually isn't something good. Like usually the good stuff is like 10 to 12, which means that you're just
no,
never gonna
9,
get
9 is
careful.
good a lot of the times. I mean, just scroll up and look at the loot list.
Isn't usually
9+ for Crimson Petals, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10
like-
for Gooey Tar. I mean,
pure petroleum is 11.
yeah, but
Crimson
that's
Petals be a
super
9.
rare, as opposed to Crimson Petals, which is just normal rare, which is 9 up.
Yeah.
Anywho,
But yeah, you see this difference though. That's
It's usually like 8 to 9 when you get to the higher rank stuff, if it's not like super rare stuff.
I guess you'd want to do that manually anyway for your bonuses.
Yeah, because like the
Uh.
Pack Leader Wolf dropped its rarest drop on a 9+.
Yeah, I think if we all chip in for because the base auto looter is also only 1,000. It's a tenth of the price.
I've already forgotten the name I gave you guys.
You're calling us the pedantic party, but we're also
No,
not
the guild name.
Oh, the Mages of Heroics is what you called it.
There we go.
So yeah, we will thank Basil for his time. Hannah will very kindly not bring to point out the fact that his main hostess smells just like him, and we're gonna move on.
Basil doesn't smell of basil.
She smells of his namesake, which I think is the phrasing.
I think he just used it in a lot of his recipes. But
Somebody's still trying to go to the deep forest there.
All right,
the guild. Wait,
Mages
no.
of
Yeah.
Heroics, one of the older guilds. Hopefully, I was gonna ask before, but I guess it doesn't matter now. Hopefully, they have a connection with some of the UCs, universities, and academia, because they would be the ones that would be connected with the doctor.
You are greeted by a leprechaun with a very large, wide-brimmed hat.
I greet him in Sylvan, and then greet him again in Common.
He seems exceptionally happy. Top of the morning to you. How can I help?
Is Mbutu his last name? Out of character?
Yes.
Okay. We are adventurers from Haves, and we happened to stumble upon important information during the course of another quest. Specifically in regarding to Dr. Mbutu and his wife, presume it Mrs. Mbutu? Admittedly, I don't know her name. We had come to report that the golem responsible for his death has been dealt with, and did not appear to cause any further casualties, though it was close. And we would also like to return his lab coat that we found. We were unaware if the family had come to the guild to formalize a request, and simply wanted to do this through the proper channels.
With a nice loud gasp, he hops off his stool and says, "Give me one moment," and runs up quickly to gather the guildmaster.
While he's doing that, Shinji wants to say to the party, what if the wife threw something at the golem while the doctor was working on it? And then it attacked him because it went into rage mode.
He was attacked at his lab. Why would you assume his wife would be there /
Why
want
would
to
it?
stage a hit?
The wife be at the lab.
To my knowledge, they don't usually just let spouses walk into university laboratories. Just
Why
because.
not?
How do you know it was at the university laboratory and not his home lab?
True, I guess I don't.
Yeah, they weren't very specific about that. But in either case, she could have used an excuse like, oh, I'm bringing him lunch or something, and then thrown the lunch pail at the creature. And then it got
Yes.
dislodged later because the evidence is obviously gone.
Yes, here we make.
You're missing a few steps.
we make
Namely,
spot.
motive, opportunity, reasoning. Just a few.
I think opportunity, I just laid out that it's there.
I
but-
think you're assuming that an opportunity may have presented itself, possibly.
Gotta love it here, guys. We are
And you-
spouting
I
off
think-
random conspiracy theories. Oh yeah.
Shinju, I do think you need to stay out of the smut section of the library. I know it's very enthralling, but the plots are completely unrealistic.
I wouldn't know
Right.
if they're unrealistic or not. Like, where else am I supposed to learn about how the world works but the libraries?
It's true.
A different section, other than romance and adult romance.
Well, there's also the mystery sections, which that totally could have come out of.
Regardless
Except
of
in
how
that
much.
case, instead of a lunch pail or a teacup or something, she probably would have used a food item so that it dissolves in the gold. And then there's no evidence.
Ah, the old ice knife.
You would have to have.
Shinju,
You'd have to know of an item that dissolves in tar.
yeah.
Well, I mean, the food would like
Since
just rot
you're
away
t-
naturally, like food.
You're talking
rots.
about the thing
Maybe.
that preserves dead things better than ice. Dissolving food.
A large, well, not large, but a fairly tall humanoid creature known as a Tien
What a conversation.
will walk down and say, "I thought I was meeting adventurers, not traveling minstrels."
Well, I do that on the side, but
I take quite a bit
Fair
of pride in my ability to
enough.
perform, Guildmaster. As she tips her showgirl's witches/magician's hat.
Showgirls. Let's not use that term here on my Christian Minecraft channel.
You mean the
Really?
Broadway term? Showgirls? Whatever you're referring to is not the common use of that word.
I think that's actually the common use, and the using it for the Broadway stuff is less common.
I have
Nowadays.
never heard it used to describe like an adult.
That's where I usually hear it used.
Weird.
Well, more
I guess we just
specifically
run
in
different-
burlesque. I hear it used for the girls in burlesque, which
Yeah.
is basically a strip show.
But it is a more broad showy strip show.
Nowadays, sure.
Hey.
Well, even traditionally.
Yeah,
Anyway, we are.
yeah, we have gotten extremely far off topic.
I'm Idro, the Guildmaster.
Idro.
If you wouldn't mind following me, so we can not have these conversations out in the foyer.
If you insist.
You won't begrudge girls for having their hobbies, would you? Hannah says jokingly as they follow him.
Of course not, of course not. But I would prefer something more classical in taste, less holiday romance or penny dreadful.
That
You know
last
what a
one.
penny is? Sorry.
Sorry, gamble dreadful.
Still never heard of that last one.
I assume mystery novels. The penny comics, penny detectives.
I mean, out of character, you know what they are.
Oh,
It's something you'd see in Granzale or maybe even the railroad cities up north. Nothing you have to worry about here.
Forget this place as a functional railroad.
yeah, that's why I was saying, like, the idea of it having, like, actual communication between all the guilds isn't far-fetched,
Well,
and I could have
these
sworn
cities don't
that was
have
a
rail
thing.
lines connected specifically. Eusiz, Harvez, and Granzale do not have a rail system.
They're working
Yeah,
on
I'm
it.
talking about guild total technology level.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be totally unreasonable, but I also understand like why these wouldn't. Also, Eusiz are a bunch of snobby, stuck-up pricks that think they're better than everyone else. You think their guilds are immune to that?
Please tell me
Your
that
guilds
was
would
in character.
More funded than usual.
Anyway, he leads you to a back room. The leprechaun who greeted you at the start of the, I was about to say dungeon, guild, brings
What's the
out...
dungeon now?
No, only Granzale has dungeons attached to their guilds.
Well, Harvez has one now, and that's a problem.
That's not the guild, that was the barracks.
Fair enough.
Anywho, you have some tea and some hardtack sitting on the table.
Partaking in the tea.
Mr. Idra will relax upon the large couch opposite of you four. So, I hear you took care of a troublesome golem.
A tar golem, yes. We had the lab coat magically treated and restored back at Granzale before we decided to make the trek here ourselves.
Good.
We also
Um,
have the golem's sword shards if there'll be any use in the investigation that I assume is still ongoing.
they certainly would. If you wouldn't mind, we could take those from you now, and quote unquote give you the not quote unquote. And as payment, you'll of course get your reputation. Who wants to roll one? How about everybody roll one?
Everyone rolls 1d.
I think because we're doing this like as a proper story moment, we should get a bit more than the base reputation from the sword shards.
Yes, but I still need the base reputation to see how much extra I'm adding on top of it.
Okay, fair enough.
What do I need to roll?
I rolled a 1.
You also rolled the wrong die.
Okay, what's the die roll?
D6.
Everything is D6s.
Woo!
I
All right,
rolled the
someone
one.
else roll the 1.
Take that.
Oh my god. Guys.
Heck,
Okay. Alright.
Got a
We hit
5?
average. We got average.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, wait, yeah, you did.
13 on 4 die 6 is average.
Yeah, that's average. Okay. Goddamn. All right. I'm gonna add an extra 10 on that because you're hitting a major story beat here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Woohoo.
23
Dagger
right?
time.
We've been keeping this one under wraps, actually sending guild agents in particular to look for this creature.
How does that 23 rep
Contract.
get applied? Do we each get 23?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or do we divide it out, or what?
No, you
Rep-
each get
rep
one.
is given to every member of the party as a whole.
Yeah.
So what should we be at now?
And how do you spend it?
31.
That'll be in
Spend it
book
with
2.
Guild stuff. Yeah, it's core rule book 1 and 2 both have stuff.
No, core rulebook 1 has nothing on how to spend your reputation, unfortunately.
It's just like-
okay.
This is a thing. It's in book 2. Good luck.
Well, because most of it you're not going to be able to spend until about book 2.
That is not how these core rule books are laid out, and you know.
It's about page 110 in book 2.
Yeah.
But it's a lot. Too much to go over immediately.
There's also other stuff like the one Rebels guide thing that I can never remember the name of. That also gives ways to spend reputation, both if you're a guild member and if you're the special thing that Kip is.
All right, so here's the thing. You can spend reputation on several different things. The main thing is going to be increasing your guild rank, which will give you bonuses to other things like the ability to get this kind of free reputation to spend. So let's say you get a certain rank in the guild, then you might have like 50 points of free reputation for getting things like personalized items, like swords and whatnot, which are swords, shields, armor, etc., which will actually gain bonuses as well. Because they are personalized to you, you're supposed to wield them. That said, if you do lose those personalized items, you could get disgraced. Then there's also hidden things like hidden schools and whatnot you can invest your reputation in to gain.
So you actually have to spend the reputation to gain the rank?
Yes,
Like, it's
That's
not
a
you've
resource.
earned this much, so you get to have it?
correct. You have to
Alright.
spend the reputation.
It's
And
like karma in Shadowrun.
yeah, kind of. Anyway, all those rules will be in book 2, and I just realized I am in the wrong book trying to find the rules for reputation. But
I'm looking at it.
Okay. There is a bit of a I'm not going to call it a bribe, but if you choose to accept it, there might be a bit of a non-disclosure agreement here to talk about this anymore.
I didn't see nothing.
The kobold I like.
I'm sorry.
Strange of a...
We just came to inform the wife. This isn't our story to share exactly.
I see you get the
He
point.
had a wife?
That's why we're here, Kip.
I think he's.
Where are we?
I'm going to put you in the frog next.
He's acting within the NDA.
Kip,
Kip's the only one that really understands. That's what I'm getting.
we will tell his wife what has happened, and we can return this trinket. Memoriam? memory to her.
Memento.
Memento. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. I can't English. We will return this
That's
memento.
in character for the guildmaster. He's like this trinket, memory. Fuck.
I speak in mostly Arcana all day. You'll have to forgive me.
Well, it's not even that. It's just more like, what do I call something that has no monetary value that only sentimental sad saps care about?
Trash.
TNs aren't that bad.
Well, it's not a TN. It's that he's from Eusiz.
Oh my god.
It's non-magical. It's not worth anything. Who cares?
I can't research with this. It's all dirty.
Exactly. That's what I'm imagining. Not like, oh, I'm not intelligent enough, or oh, I'm a Ferengi.
Oh, my bad. TNs can
Would
speak
it help to carry
demonic.
on this conversation in Arcana for you?
Might mildly do so, or demonic if you have that. Trade common is not my first language.
It's not our story to share, and I have absolutely no problem keeping the tragedy between ourselves and the immediate family. I just wanted to bring them closure.
I certainly appreciate it. Not talking, that is. I'm certain she'll appreciate this.
Anyway. So, then
Curious,
what's
why-
with the...
Go
Yeah,
ahead, Gab.
I know I was... My in-character's about to say the same thing you're about to say.
What?
So, what's going on with all of the secrecy and the hush-hush here?
Yes, why
It seems
is
really
it-
strange.
Why
Well,
is it important to keep secret? It's widely known that he was attacked and killed by a golem, and he's a golemancer.
those are the rumors that are passing around for sure. But we don't want it to be very well known that there are also a number of golems, maybe from our city or not, out and about in the forest. There's a reason we tell people not to go in the forest, other than the fact that if you go deep into the forest, you might run into something magical, dark, old, and not pleasant to deal with.
Hannah leans forward, very politely sets the teacup on the tray, folds her hands in her lap. What do you mean there are more golems?
Not like that one. That one was a bit unstable.
It's probably a
I noticed
testing
that's not an
ground,
answer
So-
to my question.
and they don't want
What
to
you're
get
telling
out.
us is not only are there more of these things, but the more of these things that are out there are more stable and therefore more dangerous?
Well, potentially less dangerous depending on who's dealing with them and how. But honestly, the golems aren't the worst thing in the forest.
No, I'm sure.
Why is your city releasing golems into the wild?
Is it to squish monsters?
It's testing ground.
I can speak no further on this, and honestly, neither should you.
That's not only incredibly suspicious, but highly problematic sounding.
They are for the city's protection.
So what's in the deep woods?
Lots of woods.
You know, that is an awfully great question. He walks over to a library he has in his office, whips out a large book that describes things. There are rumors of the Vox, or a Vox hive in there.
Above board, what the heck is a vox?
A
Or
Magitech.
do I need to roll monster knowledge on it?
I would prefer you rolling monster knowledge on it.
What the heck is a vox?
Voxes are intelligent magitech creatures that originated from the runaway self-healing sub-functions of magic giant Colossus, the source of the ward of magic giant.
So think of them like very angry white blood cells that suddenly don't have to be in a body anymore.
Yeah, they've been sneaking into the forest. There's also the bunch of magical plants are just horrible to deal with.
Well, we know all about that.
Not that. Not that.
Sir, if you're just going to waste our time, you can tell us that we're not of the appropriate status in the guilds to request this information.
Exactly. And he just kind of waves that book around like I'm actively doing right now because I have the natural history of Burlight on my shelf. And he says, there's certainly much more in those forests that you four don't want to have to deal with right now, particularly at your level. Mostly we have to wait for people of a certain rank in our guilds, or in the guild, or the Adventurer Guild, that we feel are comfortable running through the forest unabated. And
Please.
the deeper you go into the forest, you have to deal with the fairy. And you don't want to deal
Just
with them.
promise me that these golems are not the reason that ogres are attacking in organized groups against traveling adventurers.
They are not. The ogres are much more new rumor to my ears. Certainly not from you guys, but certainly from recent tales. Maybe in the last month or two?
I will accept this as a matter of Eusiz and its national security, and I will push no further.
Bingo, he says as he points at you.
We did not have this conversation, and if this becomes worse than it is, she just kind of lets that hang in the air for a bit.
Well, you're certainly more than welcome to try and handle it yourselves, but you won't be getting a quest from me for it.
No, I suppose we aren't. Just make sure that Mrs. Mbutu receives the clothes she desperately needs. Please.
She's not destitute.
Emotional closure.
Oh, closure. I thought you said clothes that she desperately needs. Sorry, again, trade
I don't
comments,
think
not
she's
my
gonna be wearing-
first.
I
Gets
don't
up
think
and
she's gonna be
leaves.
wearing that lab coat.
She is done with this man.
What kind of guildmaster just tells unranked people that kind of shit? Even
Not
with a
unranked.
quote-unquote NDA. Yes,
Rank
unranked.
what?
Yes, you are ranked, unranked.
We have to buy it, and we literally got the rec for it just now. Unless we want to we want to buy the rank right here at this guild.
Oh no, UCs can. I don't know. Some in-character pejorative.
Yeah. I'm guessing you don't want to be registered, like register your rank at UCs.
No, I
So we
prefer
are
to be as far away from this city as reasonably possible.
unranked people that he's just telling national secrets, maybe.
Well,
Like,
we are still registered adventurers, and it's not really national secrets. It's kind of like open rumors, and it's like don't tell people. You killed one of the problem golems. Don't tell people, or we're gonna have problems.
And not just the problem golem.
Yeah.
Anywho, he
Oh, it's super shady, and if Hannah was in any actual position of power to challenge this, she would. She just can't do it right now.
Well, it's my more question is like, why is he doing that? Like as a guild, surely he's been around the block a couple times. Surely he knows better than to do that. Just lie to us. Just be like, oh yeah, Good job, guys. You killed the rogue golem. That's the only one, for sure, 100%.
I
How
don't
did you
know.
tell us all that?
He could be lying to us through this to cover something else up. Oh yeah, with the don't worry about the other golems in the forest. They're for national security. What other golems? Exactly. And it has nothing to do with that. And they're like breeding some hybrid monstrous chimeras.
Yes, complete misdirections.
Why would you bring up other golems if we didn't think there were other golems? We thought it was the golem.
Complete misdirections.
I think.
Listen, the politics of nobles in real world history are far more insane.
Anywho, bring the hush money, Kip.
Outside of the realm of possibility.
I love hush money.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
this,
hush money.
This could just be
Give us our hush money.
All right. I can't call him Kip because somebody already is named Kip. So there goes my Kip to my Zap.
I'm pretty
Got
sure
him.
that the hush money was the implied threat of what happens if we don't follow it.
Well, no, that's because you
No.
kept pressing.
Yeah, that's your fault. You still offered money.
If you want to take the dirty money, be my guest.
Hey, money's money.
It can be spent to help
Yeah.
people.
Anyway, he offers 250 gamel.
Not
Each?
taking a
Each?
cent of it.
I feel like we could've
Of
got
course,
more.
each.
I'll take it.
Hannah is not having this traced back to her in any way. She will not
They're non-consecutive gamels.
win. This is inevitably brought up in some sort of kingdom tribunal.
You really think he's gonna go to Ledger, put down paid 250 gambles per adventurer in hush money about the golems in the forest?
No, but there's
Paid
lie
hush
detecting
money.
magic.
Do you think this is his first time laundering money?
No, but there's lie detecting magic, and I want to be able to say honestly that I did not receive payment for being told to shut the hell up. I was just threatened.
I got payment for a job well done.
Yes, this is payment, and he is not receipted in any way. He says, "This is for your troubles in dealing with a rogue golem."
Dealt with, sir.
And this is a contract you will sign to not talk about it.
Take your dirty money when I'm cold and dead.
I mean, Shinju's technically cold right now.
Notably not dead, which is.
I
half the
mean,
battle.
she doesn't have a pulse.
She has a soul.
But not a pulse.
That is not a qualification.
Ghosts have a soul, but are pretty dead.
It depends on the kind of ghost.
We don't know what Shinju is.
Clearly, he's a solid
Magic.
ghost.
Rock ghost.
Anywho, the leprechaun comes to you and says, "I'm sorry for his nature. He's a bit jaded with the current affairs of this city. I'm not going to ask you to forgive him, because he probably deserves all the hate that you are giving him right now, but do understand."
Something about him certainly is jade, and it's not his heart. No ill will towards you, of course, friend. Thank you for helping us conclude this. Please give Mrs. Mbutu my sympathies as well.
She's already returned up north to her home country. But we will certainly get this memento to her as quickly as possible.
Return to her home country or silenced. Shinju doesn't say that.
Shinju's
Shinju's
still
I'm
Shinju's still
gonna
just
say-
writing a tale in her head.
I'm gonna say, well, I forgot why I was here, and I just walk out.
I still like the kobold. You can hear Idra saying. Do what?
Hannah mumbled to herself. That's just gonna have to explain to Kip what an NDA is, isn't she?
It sounds like Kip understands exactly what an NDA is.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out right now.
Kip is the best NDAer.
All right.
Kip signs an NDA, it develops amnesia.
So we don't have to cover this next week. Let's go ahead and cover your downtime activities.
Yeah, we gotta do end of session growth and stuff too.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's cover the downtime activities, which I'm assuming I need to open the book for.
So I'm assuming we get paid, right?
Yes, you.
Oh, we
Your
also-
magic frog guy comes back with a gullet full of gold.
Guild paid out the cash.
No, remember y'all got the camel from what's his face directly last time.
It depends on the quest.
Yeah, but it also
who
depends
pays
on the
us?
quest.
Yeah.
And
If it's an official guild quest, then the guild will pay us. If it's a request from someone else, they typically pay.
why doesn't the guild just take the golden escrow so that the requester can't run away with it?
Again, there's kind of the whole
They're still new to this.
magical deific law that says the humanoid races can't screw each other over.
Except
not
that's not a
humanoid.
thing because it literally says in the rulebook that people do that sometimes, and then they get blacklisted from the guild.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, but-
exactly. There are severe consequences for doing it, like breaking any law.
I wouldn't call it deific though.
I also wouldn't call it severe. If it's like this is the only time I'll ever need the guild's help, maybe I just do this one time. Surely I won't need them in the future.
You are greatly underestimating how important, like, your social image is in these kind of settings.
Or he's just very jaded with the world, like a certain Tien.
Maybe.
I think you're overestimating how many people do stupid things for like what is the equivalent of like $100 or $1,000.
Shoot, how many people do stupid things for $10?
True.
Sure, but that's also why the guild vets the requests that come in. They don't just accept it from anyone, period.
Alrighty then. Let's stop getting into the pseudo-philosophical nature of playing an RPG, and let's get back to rolling some dice.
Hey, I find this world building to be somewhat interesting.
We need to sell our party loot stuff as well before we move into the long.
We don't have a ton to sell.
Are you going to sell some of the cards that you made, or...
Not the greens. The greens are so good.
I
only have one of those left anyway.
I don't have any of the stuff that was made into cards on the loot list, regardless.
Ah, très bien.
So,
Yeah.
Brittany,
Wait,
what
what?
page was that thing on?
We
Oh,
have-
back to your thing.
we still have 7 sword shards to use to craft stuff with. So I'll hold on to those for now.
Actually, the material. Okay, that's right. They sold for 120. They are 200 to buy, so it's a better deal to.
Yeah, it's a much better
Yeah.
deal to make them. Do you wanna make another green bee card from the steam distillation? It is a better value to just make it into a card.
Yeah, I'll just make it into a card then.
Okay.
Brittany, I legit cannot find the page we had. Oh my god.
How do I took some screenshots and dropped them?
You did, and my dumb self
Okay,
did not
everyone
add the...
gets an additional 77 gamma.
Yeah, I found it. I have found it.
Double woohoo!
But now I'm remembering that this page is different from the other page.
I have enough gold to buy a magic quiver so I can stop buying bolts.
I mean, I can make you one if you want.
If you can make one for cheaper than
Yes.
600.
I can.
And it would only take him a week.
Yep.
I
Wasn't it 70%?
yeah, 70%.
Yeah, 70.
I am
Enchanter.
Still
Any-
too poor for the magical item I want.
So top of my list here
We
is
also have the sword shards, which knock off some of the price as well as being necessary for crafting.
Asmo Guy.
What's up?
What are you using your downtime for? And if I recall correctly, it's supposed to be a week.
What?
Or was it?
No, it's the month.
Was it a
I
month?
thought it was 2 months
Yeah.
because we had 2 sessions. We didn't have one last session.
Well, no, it's still a month of downtime.
Are we staying in this town?
No,
Or are we
we're going
to our
back to
normal
Harvest. I mean, I guess you can stay, but our next quest is in Harvest.
Yeah, we should probably
No,
go back.
I just need to know because I'll do locksmithing in Harvs.
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 Correct us in the comments below. Is it Harvs or
I'm fine
Harvez?
with Harvez. Harvez sounds appropriately fantasy, so I'm fine with Harvez.
All right. Doesn't matter where you're doing all this.
Well, if what you want is 2K, I got good news for you.
No,
It is
him.
yeah. It is for an item that misdirects ranged attacks into my skirmish towards me. So even if it's targeting someone else.
Any Asmo Guy, what are you doing? Are you income earning or are you experience earning?
Experience earning.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll.
Do I roll again?
2d6.
Do I get a +2 from attention to detail?
What does the attention to detail do you?
I'm an expert in all detailed, careful work, getting a +2 bonus to dexterity checks while not in combat.
No, not in this case.
I'm doing dexterous work.
Yes, but it's just an RNG off of an experience earning table. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
rolled a
actually
10.
rolling a check.
Yeah, it's not a check.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
not an actual dexterity check, so it does not apply.
But you've been busy every day, and as a result, you gained a lot of experience. You gained 1 point of work experience. And which career did you use for this?
Lockpicking.
Which is at what level?
Locksmith is at level 3.
All right, so you gain 30 times 3 in your experience. So 90 experience, plus the 1 work experience. Next up, Prinny.
Okay.
Wait,
Quick
yeah,
question.
Prinny.
So the crafting of that accessory, does the sword shard used in it count towards the price?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, if it's okay with Hannah, Shinju would like to take 200 gold from the quest as a loan from the quest that we're currently about to be on, so that she can
Didn't
get
you
herself up
just
to...
gain 1,000 gamel?
So I need 1,400, and Shinju started with 0 at the start of this quest.
Well, I can just use 2 sword shards.
That works too.
Nothing's stopping me from using more. I just have to use at least 1.
Yeah, that's fine too. I'm okay with that.
Our poor rock girl is permanently broke.
Well, she doesn't eat, so it makes her life very easy. She can spend all of her money on getting the equipment she needs to go save people.
Which item is this again?
Uh, this will be for the irritating mask.
It's all vibrant pink and purples.
It's +1 defense, and I want to say it's like a 50% chance for ranged attacks into the skirmish I'm in to target me instead of whoever they originally targeted. Yeah. Anyway, so that being said, Shinju is going to do her smithing still. She's going to do it on the experience gain table this time.
Okay. Roll 2d6.
Bah.
That'll be 10 times your experience level. And no work experience.
That's unfortunate because that's the one I really want. And then she's also going to put some time into her armor dex.
Oh, critical
thank
success
goodness.
in crafting the mask.
No, that's for the I can't craft the math. That's why I was asking you
I'm
about
crafting.
That was Hannah's roll, dude.
Wait.
You rolled a
it. Oh,
10.
we just rolled at the same time. I pressed the button and then I heard one roll.
Oh yeah, we were at the same time.
Yeah. We literally
Yeah, there wasn't any time for like extra noises either.
yeah.
So on a good note, it looks like you're getting that mask.
Yeah, that mask, that means that it crafts one time period faster too.
In 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah. For me, I forgot the DC I needed, but I think I'm still working on my Lamellar.
Is it A rank armor or B rank armor?
A rank.
Yeah, you needed a 15.
Yeah.
What's the quiver you wanted? Yeah.
It's called replenishing arrow case. It's 600.
That normally takes 2 weeks. Is that an A rank or a B rank item? Oh, it's a magic item. Let's go with the. I guess we'll go with the B rank.
So 420, knock the 200 off of that from the sword shard. That's 220 gold, Kip, for me to make it.
Okay.
Brings us down to 4 sword shards left. Let me make the enchanting roll. Not a critical success, but a pass by a good margin. Alright, so that is that's my double 2 weeks spent.
All right.
Actually, I do have an extra week from the critical success. Kim Yosa, is there any magic item you wanted, like any grappler stuff?
Well, you didn't critically succeed on the other one. You used 2 weeks for both, unless you're solely focusing on crafting.
And
Okay, then I believe that actually drops them down another bracket, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So the 2 weeks would have.
Because we did this last time, where I ended up spending half the time just crafting, focusing on it, and then the other half getting my 2 work experience.
So
We didn't have a lot of stuff to build.
You've only used 2 weeks then, if that's the case.
Yeah, because this is important to her. She's not trying to earn money on top of this. This is supporting her party.
Well, so how much off are we talking here?
It's 70% of the base cost, and every sword shard I spend is 200 gamel off of that 70%.
Okay, so an ability enhancing bracelet that does +2 to intelligence. would be.
Is he roboting for anyone else?
Yeah.
But the answer is like 500, I think.
630 is the 70%.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
All right, that puts him at a 2-weeker.
Yep, and I'll go ahead and focus, and I'll make myself something as well with the last couple soul shards we have.
Oakley dokley.
So I'll spend one, I assume you have the 430 you need.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you'll spend 430. Let's make the roll. See if I do get to make something for myself or not. I do not. I have to spend 2 weeks making it, so works out in the end.
All right, and now we can do our growth period.
Well, Vab hasn't done his downtime.
Oh, right. That.
Yep.
How old are you?
I think.
Therefore, you are.
Yeah. There's not anything particularly nifty I can craft, unfortunately.
You can just do the work skills.
So yeah, I'm just gonna have to stick doing a work skill, and I guess I'm gonna have to angle for experience here.
Okay. What's the level of the class you're using?
4. What do I need to roll?
2d6.
Really?
That'll be 40 experience.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
Now we get growth. So total experience from the quest that we finished today.
So you gain 90 experience from the monsters, 1,000 experience for the quest being finished. The story beats, I think we hit 2, so I'm going to give you an extra 100. And of course, any fumbles this evening, which I think Hannah was the only one.
Damn straight.
Yeah, someone swung at her. They fell down. She tried to dodge. She also fell down.
Hey, it worked out. We don't have to tell me. Okay.
Either way, they missed. And don't forget to roll growth off your character sheets.
Whatever
So
shall I
total
get?
experience?
I have no clue what your total experience is. Everybody's gaining experience at different rates.
I meant, yeah, 1190. I see it in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take vitality. I'm almost to vitality +3, which will be a big help.
Well, actually, the HP gains straight off of vitality itself, not your...
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want my fortitude higher.
Okay.
Ooh, Kip gets an agility up.
I'm not getting agility. I'm going straight dex.
Oh, you use Dex. Okay.
Dex all day.
And last but not least, Kimyosa.
Oh, dexterity.
Dex or strength.
Dex would go up to +3.
Yeah, I'll get my dex to a +3, which is a good thing.
Means you hit better.
My intelligence is now up to a +4.
From your bracelet.
Yep.
All right.
And I actually figured out how to actually put the +2 effect on the bracelet itself, so it actually applies properly, which is kind of cool.
Did my bracelets not have the effects on them?
I didn't see the right bracelet in the compendium.
Hold on. Was it not adventurer's tool? It was accessories.
The accessories
And
pretty short.
Because there's 2 different kinds of ability enhancing bracelets.
I thought I added all of the bracelets. I see the Ring of the Mind. Oh, that's willpower. No. Hold on. I thought I added them all.
No.
That's the wrong guy.
There's a whole category for ability enhancing bracelets, but the small tiers versions, which are cheaper and don't have the I can break it for a super boost that lasts a round or two, are the ones I went with because I don't foresee me needing to use that particular benefit.
Okay, they might be in a different book, which means they haven't been added yet. I'm assuming you found this on the website.
Wiki, yeah, it's from the book with all the Magitech stuff.
I can
Okay, yeah.
buff my frog with my new level 4 spell, Evil Contract.
And you were so opposed to the contract with the Tien, and you're just making evil contracts with your frog.
I don't know why the spell is called Evil Contract.
How much experience did we get at the end of the session? I missed this number somehow.
1,190.
It's important. What's actually important is I now have access to another's knowledge, which is so good.
I feel like you may have learned something from the Tien, which is why your magic became more powerful.
I have 8,500 experience even.
Nice. I like to imagine that Jeremiah is just like, is it that you're angry? Fuel yourself with that anger, child.
I don't want to get sued by Disney.
Flies.
All right.
What do I need to put my points in? What's the cost to go to level 3? It's another 1,500, right?
Yeah.
Or 25.
And now
15, I'm pretty sure.
I no longer need to invest levels in Sage because by spending 1 mana, I get to make monster knowledge checks based on my Warlock level in Spirit.
Is your spirit higher?
Borrowing knowledge from my demon companion, which happens to be a very nice frog.
Anyway, to buy a skill at level 3 or level 4? Either or, that's 1,500 for the new level.
Hang on. So I'm trying to find it, but I'm going slow here. I should have earned some work experience too, right?
No, not today. You rolled a 5.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, you need to roll like a 6 or higher. That'll give you 1 up until like level 11 or till 12, which the roll gives you +2. Although if you roll really badly, like a 2, you actually gain 3 work experience.
That would have been useful.
Anywho, thank you guys for playing. We are going to be taking a 2-week break here, or 2-week hiatus, thanks to the holidays. Yes.
No.
The 21st and the 28th, I'm just going to go ahead and say we're not having session. I've got family on my side for the 21st, and it sounds like Kim Yosa is going to have family on his side for the 28th.
Correct.
Let's just be safe here. Make sure nobody's struggling to get online, or we're waiting for some odd reason, trying to wonder where anybody's at.
So I hope all of you have a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to gaming with you all in the new year.
See y'all on the 4th.
Boo.